Hello, I'm ibxtoycat, and today I'm going to be playing Hardcore Captive Survival. I have attempted the Captive Survival Challenge, i.e. the world gets bigger only when you complete challenges before, but it went a little poorly, and so today we're going to try it on Hardcore, which means we're going to be going through the entire thing today from beginning till the end, and hopefully it's the end of the big scary dragon, and not my life, but there's only one way to be sure, and that is to go the entire way through this. This is a really fun challenge to my mind. Like, yeah, you are always given a challenge, and to progress and get a bigger world, you need to do it. And even more interestingly is the fact that each dimension seems to have its own. But yeah, for now, let's just show you the basics of this. When I craft a wooden pickaxe, the borders get bigger. When I go find a torch, which I need to because it's nighttime, the world will get bigger and it will be all great. So, yeah, I think the most important thing to say with basically everything is that every single one of these challenges will have different ways we can go across them, and my goal is to try and achieve the challenges while also preparing for that eventual dragon fight. We know that is where the game is going to be taking us, so I think, for example, crafting a torch could be best done with like you can just smelt up some charcoal, but since we know eventually we're gonna get our hands on some, some coal anyway, we might as well just go looking for that. And indeed, there is some. Is that coal or is that iron? That's iron. That's iron. We'll find coal eventually, okay, and it'll be great. So, yeah, that's our basic plan. And is it a good plan? Who knows for sure? But it's my plan. It's very dark down here. If only there was a torch that could help me. But, yeah, this is my whole goal today. And because I played the map before, I have a few insights. But as soon as we get to the Nether, it's going to be entirely new, unfamiliar territory for me. So those are the torches crafted. And now we've even got some iron for the next challenge. So looks like I was ahead of the times on this one. But yeah, let's go. Great. Yeah, the fun thing about this Captive challenge is basically trying to stay up with every challenge, because of course the goal is for them to get harder. An iron sword isn't too hard, but maybe the next one is. And yeah, fortunately that's where having a little bit of knowledge about how the map goes is going to be useful. But I think even without that, also I heard a witch. Even without that, the only thing we really need to keep in mind is that, okay, so we need to throw something in there. Just a few pieces of wood for now, just to keep things moving. The biggest thing to keep in mind is that food is hard to come by, so I will be getting all the seeds that I can right now, and also making, I guess, a stone pickaxe right now, or a stone hoe right now. Specifically, also, I guess we should make some more iron stuff. I think we specifically really want to get our farm going nice and early. Oh, there is the witch. If I make an iron sword, the witch will be in my boundary. That's something I should keep in mind. Yeah, let's do it right now, but specifically so we can kill the witch. Oh, no! Oh, so fast! Okay, this is bad, but it's fine. We gotta... She was ready to throw that potion. She was immediately on it, you know? Like, that was not... There was no hesitation in that, I do have to say. So, yeah, now we can make ourselves a lovely stone axe, I imagine, and chop down some of these trees, and then also make, I think, it might be worth going for an iron hoe. We're going to be making a lot of stuff, and let's just have one of those right now. Also, are we really going this low on the health already? Yes, we are. Okay, thank God we got some food. Actually, you want to wait on using food to heal, by the way, until after your poison's gone. But for now, we are fine. We are technically alive. And we're going to regenerate that one slowly and remember some valuable lesson from this for the future. But for now, seeds go in. And maybe, yeah, we got everything we need. Let's go down and let's, most importantly, place some torches for light. Yeah, let's get some more torches even. That seems like a good idea to me. I think an iron pickaxe probably was a smarter idea than an iron hoe. But, you know, I'm a big farmer boy. What can I say? I do know that at some point farming's going to be useful. So let's invest in farming while it's still cheap is my my logic here. Better or worse. So, yeah, let's, for better or worse. Also, good to see you, Dasher. Glad you're back from your break. Speaking of being back from break, yeah, like I said, this to me was a challenge that just immediately compelled me and made me want to jump right back into it. Because, I mean, look at this. Just even the caves being like this makes you think, like, okay, what are we going to do here? I'm going to get some iron to make a pickaxe later, obviously. But then what am I going to do? I guess, yeah, we'll get all the iron, make it full down, even some coal to fill that furnace. But now we need to work out, like, how do we get down there? And the easy solution, besides making a staircase, is you get some water, which thankfully this world has. So, yeah, are you doing okay, Mr. Toycat, says Polly E. I think I caught COVID again. I don't know, like, it's one of those things where, like, you know, it's very easy to forget it exists and then be like, oh yeah, that was a wild time, huh? But I think it's like very mild. I think, you know, the Once you catch something enough times, right, you get the more immunity your body has to something, the better you deal with it. I think is a fact, right? You better hope so, at least. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna dig down from about 2733362. So we can use this coordinate, dig down from that. 2733 is over here somewhere. 2733362 is just over here. So we dig down in this direction, and then we just break all the blocks above us once we get there. And then we have an easy source of water to get down. Is this gonna do it? Up there, maybe? Oh no, it's gonna be quite a few blocks up. Oh, I didn't make an axe yet, so this is really silly of me. This was a really, really poor decision. Let's use dirt. Oh, actually, I did make an axe. I just didn't put it anywhere. Okay, perfect. So it's not a poor decision anymore. It's just a slightly poor decision. But then when we break this block, which might be stone, maybe? I'm gonna have to go for a lot of blocks, apparently. Eventually, the water comes tumbling down, which means we just have to break this. Oh no, we're gonna get trapped in this water and die, aren't we? Yeah, let's swim out of this. I should have healed more. 3 hearts is not a smart amount. I would say a smarter amount might be 5 hearts. There, that's my new plan. 5 hearts, good. Oh, there's a zombie from the desert biome, right? Is it a desert biome over there? It's gotta be if he's like that, huh? But yeah, my next challenge of attaining strings could be done in the overworld, but this is such a tiny place for that. And so instead what we're gonna do is eat another one of these. I guess every apple is worth about 1 heart. So if you get wrecked by a potion, you know, let's just say hypothetically that happens, maybe some bad things happen to you. So how are you gonna get obsidian, says Think Tank MC. So the way you do basically anything does involve like a few extra steps here, has to be said. But fortunately, let's break that now, and then break... Actually, now we can just place that block there. Once we destroy these, the water will flow into one place, and then we just have to remove the block below it, and we've got ourselves a functional water, like, tunnel thing. Oh god, thank god, it's more than 1 block. And now we just need to mine these blocks below it, and it will fall into that without flowing everywhere else. Once we do this at least. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we can take these. Ooh, like take all of those. Take some potatoes. Take some saplings maybe. And a bucket. And now we can also fight some spiders. Okay, so every spider we kill might give us some string. The keyword there is apparently might. We can also craft a second crafting table. And we'll go for a second furnace as well. Because while we're down here, we might as well smelt up some of this iron. Because I've... you know, worked out I probably should use some of that. And also we'll smelt up some potatoes, because eating apples all day just is not feeling very good to me. Whereas eating some of this would go much better on me. So, yeah, it's important that we don't use any torches around here, because otherwise the spiders will choose not to spawn. So we're going to deliberately hide the spiders from the furnace, make sure there's as much darkness here as possible, and also remove these blocks, because they get in the way of what might be potential spider spawning spots. So with that said, how can you heal just with potion or golden apple? It is not no natural regeneration, it's regular hardcore today, which means you can heal normally, which is always a relief to be able to say. I do have to say. But yeah, let's throw this in the furnace, just keep that coal going, and then go over here. Also, is this a retry of the map? I see the settings are different, but remember going to that chest before? Yeah, the map is apparently the same each time, which is at least handy for reattempts. It means we are somewhat familiar with where we're going for the first little bit here, which is good news in my opinion. So now we have enough iron to make not only a pickaxe, but also a sword. We already have a sword. I don't know what else we'll do with it, but it's a nice idea. And then also enough coal to make more torches. I do still need this to go somewhere, so we'll kind of just... Oh, there we go. Yeah, so it was the furnace, which is keeping things from being good. So the furnace does provide light, and obviously spawners won't produce anything if there's any light. So it's useful to know. Also, bedrock regeneration is basically no natural regen already. Exactly, Dash. You know, I'm glad someone is saying it, because it's so true. It's so painfully true. So, yeah, I'm going to scoop up some lava now, just under the assumption I'm going to need it later. Ooh, went a little poorly. But I'm also going to... I'm going to cook up a potato. Just one potato and we'll be good. No more of this craziness. Just one little potato. I'll even use some oak saplings. I shouldn't be using them, but I'm going to use them anyway. Just I think one of them, yeah, that's the right amount. One cooked potato, and we'll finally be out of the woods on this. Apparently you get half a smelt per tree. Useful to know. So yeah, the interesting thing about this map that we discovered last time we played it is that spiders are able to spawn from this spawner outside the border. I'm sure that's a bug. They haven't fixed it, or they can't fix it for a while after seeing it, I'm sure. Unfortunately. And so we kind of just have to hope that mobs spawn on this side, not the other side, and treat it as a very slow manual farm, which is just great in my opinion. So, yeah, the answer to the question of how I'm doing is actually surprisingly well. I feel like my big goal in life is never to let being sick affect me. I know some people are real big on the idea of like, oh yeah, I'm sick. That means all my obligations are out the window. But because of the job I have, my obligations are to myself, right? It's like, oh, yeah, I'm so excited to be able to not work and not get paid for the next few days. Oh, that sounds great to me. Yeah, I can't, right? It's like, and in a way, if you think about it, indirectly, any time that the whole exchange of goods and services, which we all rely on to some extent, does mean that any time that you're not doing something for someone else, it's kind of not doing things for yourself, but just in a much more indirect way. Which means, you know, and if you can't do things for yourself, you can't do things for other people, and so on and so forth. But yeah, also nice blue mug, says Mr. KB. Thank you. I really like this one. I don't like, what my disappointment was, I thought the lid was attached, but the lid is kind of like it comes all the way off. I would like it if it was like this, and it's a shame. It's a big disappointment. But it'll keep me going alive, strong for the stream, hopefully. So, yeah, right now, I don't know what to do. I guess we could make the lava a little bit less bright by deliberately placing some blocks over here and kind of around it. But even then, I'm not sure we're going to do too much. Yeah, that's making a little bit of darkness. We could try and get the spiders out there. There's a handy technique. Actually, we could probably... If any of their limbs poke through the barrier, we can kill them. And if they poke each other through here, we'll be able to do that. But they're not doing that, and so there's no more spiders. Let's go to the surface and check up on our wheat farm, and then see if they despawn in the meantime. So, Toycat, is there a way to use a controller for Java? There are third-party programs, but it's a shame that there's no official first-party way. It's such a weird oversight, in my opinion. But I'm sure there aren't that many players demanding it, so it's a low priority. But still, it's kind of a disappointment to me. So speaking of disappointments, let's grow up some wheat all the way. Nice and easy. Grow up this one. And what we're going to do is we're just going to really get our farm going. We do need this at some point, so getting it going now just makes more sense than doing it later and having to wait. That is fully grown. Just what I love to see. And now we got that many wheat plus 7 more ready to go. And so we could also make a house right now, I think. Do you want to see a house, internet? Okay, what do we got blocks-wise? We definitely can't make a good house right now, but we can make a house, technically. No, we'll wait till we have more blocks. I think when you don't need a house, you can wait at least a little bit. We don't need any safety until we come back, and it's almost nighttime, and so we'll wait until those conditions are met. We'll remove the trees, which are maybe crowding out the farm here, and then we'll go right back down and hope the spiders have despawned or something like that. It'll be wonderful. Hey, Toycat, is this the expanding world again? Yes, it is. And hopefully... Okay, there we go. The spiders have despawned, which means this time we have better odds of being able to get our hands on them. I hope. Or rather, my sword on them is what I really want here. Go on, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. How many strings we got? We'll find out with the game's in-game little heads up there. We have 8 strings right now. How very wonderful. So, make one of those over-detailed fantasy starter houses. Okay, that's what we'll do, chat. I'm gonna make a starter house, but I'm a Minecraft YouTuber trying to convince people this is the first house you should build. It's a really good idea. It's a really good idea. I remember watching you in 2017, says Chris. That was 6 years ago now, and that breaks my brain. I remember thinking, like, in the early days of my YouTube, like, okay, there are real OGs that found me in 2012. Some people jumped in on 2013 or 2014. And then there's like the new wave of people from 2015 or 16. And I'm like, oh yeah, these... But like now it's like, yeah, if you were from 2016, you might be modern day OG, right? The definition of old is always changing because the number of years it's been since a certain year is always going up. Or sometimes down, I guess. Depending on which direction you travel through time. That spawner doesn't exist. some of that spawner doesn't exist. You can see the barrier seems to go like partway through the block. It's very, very, very bizarre. Well, I am old, says Cat Beanie. I bet at some point you were too young to do things, but now I bet there are some things that you feel you're too old to do. And I think that's the one-way direction of travel through time is probably one of the worst things for our like our ways of developing empathy for people and things. But also, it's a very interesting little tidbit. So, yeah, we're very almost at our 8 strings challenge. This is definitely the most awkward one to do. I think they built this challenge under the assumption you could farm this spawner correctly. But since you can't, you kind of have to just like, okay, we'll go all the way back up to the top here. We'll check on our farm, which to be fair, probably does need to be checked up on. And then we'll see how it goes. I remember I enjoyed the last time you did it, but you had issues buying it, says Justinator. It's very rare that you try to buy something in the marketplace and you don't have issues, to be fair. I don't know who to be fair to. Like, you know, Mojang wants to sell you maps, but as soon as you buy the maps, it doesn't want to give them to you, is my takeaway from that. But, yeah, more seriously, I think we'll do a lot better this time, if only because it's only regular hardcore. I think doing extreme UHC is a fun thing to do for a challenge, but if you want to get something done, just adding challenges before you've done it the first time doesn't make sense. Like, even in video games, replaying a game on hard is fun. Playing a game on hard for the first time doesn't make sense unless it's easy on normal. And this won't be that easy, right? Because there's a lot of things, a lot of sources of death we might run into. So let's emotionally plan for those, I guess. So there we go. That's 2 spiders, just what I want to see. That is my challenge complete. Yeah, I have access to this new chest. Not yet, actually. I've got to sleep in a bed first. I have access to crafting wool. That's nice. And, oh, there we go. Yeah, we just need to get 12 string to actually make a bed. So right now we have just one. We need 3 more string, and then we can sleep in a bed finally. Will we be able to do that? Find out. Also, Jake Liao, my first ever Toycat tax. Hey, thank you for paying the Toycat tax. As you may know, the Toycat Inland Revenue Service is actually very, very, very polite. And also, has any of my string gotten out there? No, that was just an unfortunate spawn, huh? Yeah, the Toycat tax is entirely voluntary. And so I thank you for doing it, and not only just doing it, but being the first ever the stream. It's good to see you this Saturday afternoon. And yeah, it's always nice when people watch these live and decide to do that. Oh god, oh dear god, oh see, this would have just murdered me if this were ultra hardcore, right? This wouldn't even. Oh, okay, we have to just get away from him. That would just be straight murder. Oh, it might still be straight murder. It's still straight murder. Oh my god, that's why you've got to eat fully. Oh, it's not hardcore. Wait, is it not hardcore? Yeah, hardcore. Hardcore, but you don't have permadeath? Yeah, hardcore doesn't mean permadeath, apparently. What does that mean? What is it? Okay, so... Oh, you die, you lose. You have to turn that on for hardcore. Wow. That's interesting, huh? Chat, how many of you assumed before just now that hardcore assumed you die, you lose? Be honest with me. Did you... I assumed that the hardcore hearts, they tell me that that's what that means, but I apparently assumed wrong when I guessed that hard difficult. What else does it mean? What else is the functional difference between hard and hardcore? What was I meant to assume? Am I the silly one right now for, do I look like an idiot for being, you know, for telling you that actually that's what happened? Is it like, oh, Toycat, what a silly mistake. How could you possibly think hardcore meant that when you died, you got kicked out of the world? Isn't that what hardcore means? That's literally the only thing that hardcore means. Oh, we're probably going to die again if the guy didn't despawn. That was unlucky, I do have to say. Or maybe it wasn't unlucky, it was poor planning stacked with bad luck. But yeah, what we're going to do now is we're going to kill the spider, get to our bed, which we're not that close to, and then we're gonna pray that we don't die again. I guess we'll turn on you die, you lose, right? I think that's the only fair thing to do here. Yeah, let's do precisely that. Only thing that makes sense. We are also going to continue working towards... Oh, hello over there. Still very much need you. Not getting any string right now, but that's fine. Yeah, I think it's a little weird to not. Am I meant to... Do I follow the game rules here or my own rules? Like, I feel that kind of a little bit, but given that I'm gonna take advantage of the game's poor planning for just a minute here, but we will switch it to you die, you lose. I think that's fair to do. We're going to make it hardcore plus as far as the game is concerned. Ultra hardcore, where, you know, imagine this, right, chat? Hardcore, but with this crazy modifier, this crazy thing that you wouldn't see in normal hardcore, where when you die, you lose. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine? Also, Yo just got the Diamond Cat badge. Hey, says Carl Victor. Good news to everyone watching this stream, or rather all the members. As a thank you for all the memberships, I really do appreciate each and every member. I want to say, it's one of those things that's really expanded over the time in the channel, and so we've worked on expanding the perks for it. And one of the fun ones is you get a little badge next to your name, and that badge shows you how long you've been a member for, or shows me how long you've been a member for, as well as you too. But we've upgraded them all, so now we have not only just it was gold and then diamond and then emerald before. Now we have iron, gold, diamond, emerald, netherite, and then you get a desert well at 36, and you get a big salmon at 48. Obviously, not many people make it to those, but for those who do, it's a big reward, I think. So we're going to quickly make a bed, and then we're going to go check the hardcore settings, make sure they're turned on correctly. We'll place the torch down first, I guess. Yeah, this is such a weird thing, right? Like, why would you die, you lose, not be turned on? For hardcore, it's literally called hardcore. But I can understand letting people turn it off, but by default, that should be on, right? What else would hardcore mean? I really would like to know. A big yellow salmon. Also, going to sleep in a bed just increased the size of our world. I love to see it. So now we have access to, look at the size of our world, internet. We've got all the way over here to all the way over there. We could run across this world now. And also, most importantly, we've got sugarcane to be able to farm, which means we're gonna go ahead and do exactly that. So we're gonna make these sugarcane in nice long rows. I just think this is the way you gotta go with things. And those rows will go both ways here, I hope. And we'll use the blocks we've just mined to make a little thing in the middle here. We'll use sand when we have it. So sand over here as well. Why can't I place a sand block there? And then sand over here, sand over there. And then I guess we can use dirt for the rest if we need to. Because we do happen to have some of that, so dirt. And now we've got ourselves a miniature sugarcane farm right next to our miniature wheat farm, which is handy for our next challenge of making some loaves of bread. So we now have more space behind the sugarcane farm, which we can use to grow more crops. 1, 2, 3. We'll make sure this, oh wait, that was, that was a poor way to grow a crop. And now we sit here and we politely wait for crops to grow. I didn't get any bones from the skeleton. I guess the skeleton probably got bones from me, so I guess that's fair. And so instead, we'll chop down the trees. We have a new one over here. That's lovely. And we'll make a house from what we've got so far. So let's look at our ingredients and let's see what we can make, chat. We have 14, 50. Oh, wow, we're going to have even more. We have just under 20 oak wood blocks. So that's about 20. Okay, we're going to make a starter house, chat. This is only the finest of starter house for only the finest of chats. So here's how you make a starter house, right? First of all, you go and you make a bunch of unnecessary and tricky to make blocks from a different type of woods. We'll make some birch fences here. We'll make some regular oak planks into some trapdoors and a bunch of slabs. And then we're obviously going to craft ourselves some shears, and we'll make a shield too, but we'll make some shears. And so that way we can get some leaves, so we can make like a kind of fancy driveway. Okay, I've got a dream and I've got a vision, chat. Make sure you don't interfere with it, because you're gonna love this. So get this, we're not gonna change these settings anymore, so we'll just take that. We're gonna build, first things first, a base structure, right? But because obviously it's a starter house, the structure shouldn't be easy or simple. It's got to be really weird and kind of deranged almost. So it's got to look like this. And then on the side around here, we'll go around like this, and there we go. It's gonna look like a weird shape mixed with another weird shape. You got to make sure you go at an angle too. You got to have weird angles and everything that don't make sense to anyone who doesn't understand it, just so you can say, yeah, there's depth and detail there. Then we're gonna have a front door, which is gonna go just over here. But in front of that front door, we have a lovely shrub bush. Right now, the shrub bush is gonna take up all the space here. But eventually, it'll be nice, right? Oh yeah, look at my shrubbery I have outside my front door. And then to add to that, we put some random trapdoors on there. Trapdoors are called detailing, and if you don't have them, you're a scrub builder. So you gotta put them all over it just to add to the detail. Then we're gonna take some slabs, and we're gonna place those slabs just kind of randomly around here to add depth to the build. So people can look around and they can see, ooh, yeah, there certainly is some depth over here, yes? And so just a couple of slabs over here, and then also a slab over here. Oh yeah, look at that slab doing its job so well. Then we're gonna place a slab over here, and we're gonna switch back to our planks. But we can't just use one plank for the whole thing. That would be drab and boring. So now we'll use, I'm sticking by drab and boring. So now we're gonna use some polished granite to add a kind of a medieval vibe to the front of the house. As you can see, this is looking absolutely wonderful to me. And yeah, now we just have to finish the rest of this house, making sure, of course, to add multi-levels to certain parts of it. So it's boring when you have a house that's just one big same level for everything. So what you want to do is you want to have a lovely little second floor, I don't know, attic conversion thing over here. So right at the back, we're going to have a second floor, which looks like so. This is going to be that. And unfortunately, we seem to have run out of wood before we could build a roof. But that's fine, because it was going to be wonderful if we did have a roof. I mean, just look at all these fences that'll go on our new balcony. Okay, we'll build the balcony without the roof. So the balcony will be like over here, five blocks out. And then we'll put these fences on the balcony, because it's like a fake balcony. And boom, this is the house. This is a great starter house, because you can build it with the random resources you found in your mine. And it doesn't matter that it doesn't have a roof, because it has all the beautiful artistic needs that you'd have anyway. You can look at your crops through the window. You can look at your shrubs and how they're growing through the front door. And most importantly, it takes up so much space we have no room for anything else, which is exactly what I wanted. So with that said, I am going to take this 11 wheat, and we're going to craft it into 5 bread to move on with the challenge, because I think that's most of what we actually need here. I think we should. Oh, there are trees growing over here. I think we should now work on having a little perimeter around the house, just so we can prevent the leaves growing in here. But in the meantime, having this tree grow is great, because I can finally finish out the inside furniture. Your starter house looks like a trail ruins. Oh, never been hurt so deep by a comment. That's the worst thing you can say about a build, is it looks like something that was built by the old builders. But you know, the wonderful thing about this is we can now kind of build it with, I guess we'll go to the crafting table. We'll make a lovely staircase. Actually, the staircases should be made out of birch, don't you think? Just to add some variety to the inside here. So now we got some staircases. We're going to use them like so, I guess at the back of the house here. We have one stair here. And yeah, I guess we'll have our bed be underneath the staircase. And then on top of the staircase, which just goes over here, we need to have like a landing, I guess. Okay, so on top of the staircase, the top of the staircase is over here, I guess. This can't be a landing anymore. This has to be more staircase. At the top of the staircase, you arrive at the top of the house. Yep, this is how it's going. And the top of the house is wonderful because unlike the bottom, it has much more going on. So we'll remove this wall now. This is great, chat. This is exactly what everyone wants from a house. If the layout makes sense and is intuitive for someone who's just started playing Minecraft, it's not a good starter house. If the layout looks like something that is actually a really logical forward base to do future things in, no. Not a good way to start your Minecraft world. You need to start your Minecraft world with a checklist from multiple different biomes, and you know, you need to have like an engineering degree, and you need to have studied several videos about the different color palettes in Minecraft. Otherwise, what's the point? What is the point, I tell you? So, yeah, getting out of this, let's go. And let's chop down this and this for just the most ridiculous amount of wood. Now, I guess this part of the structure is going to stick out, which is actually kind of a good thing, because it means I finally have the opportunity. Okay, so this is the second floor, I guess. Yeah, the second floor can be outside the building. Yeah, that's my new plan. Second floor, there's a little balcony over here, from which I will overlook all of the other things. So, yeah, this is going to involve using those 3 slabs from before. Just have them come out over the edge like so. And then on top of those slabs, we'll place the fences. This is a beautiful, beautiful balcony, which we can buff out using some leaves here and there. And doesn't this just look like a place that you want to hang out and have some fun on? Of course it does. We'll also extend it to go over here a little bit. Absolutely wonderful. And now we got a balcony that covers most of the house. Absolutely great. Except over here, which of course won't be covered, and instead will look like this. This is what you call depth in a build. It's a beautiful starter house, and there's nothing quite like it. So, yeah, while we were doing that, thankfully, we had more wheat grow, which means you don't need to get any more building tips from Toycat, because instead, I can make 5 loaves of bread and give you baking advice. Also, you can make a little hedge to mark the current borders of your world. Yeah, I like the idea of, I know, I like the idea of having some block in each corner right now, just to be very clear about where it is. So I'll do that right now. Just place a torch there, a torch there, and a torch there. And later we can come back and see, like, how much it's grown, or if it grows at all. Maybe Minecraft's lying when they say my world will increase in size. I'm just meant to take them at their face value on it. No, that's ridiculous. So, yeah, 5 loaves of bread is possible, which is great because I really need the food. And now we need to go craft a diamond pickaxe, which is a much harder challenge. But, fortunately, I've got sugarcane working for me. I don't know if the sugarcane is going to come in useful or anything. I just like sugarcane a lot. And more importantly, every time we expand the world, now I'm motivated because every time we expand the world, we get sugarcane. What more could you need to be motivated in this world? There is nothing more, I tell you. Absolutely nothing. Although I can't make these crops go away. I'll break the block, I guess. And then replace them with some dirt. And then we can place on the sugarcane there. Lovely. Isn't this going just great? So, yeah, as you can see, my house is wonderful in every single way. Oh, actually, sorry, the back of this house, it needs to be broken up more. You can't have big, ugly, straight, flat walls. What you have to do is you have to deliberately break up this wall. So you place a slab there, you place some blocks over here and over there. And as you can see, you immediately get more character in the build. And you immediately realize why you have to do this. So, with that said, let's jump down. ibxtoycat, will there be build reporting? Please don't report my build. It's very lovely. I don't want Mojang to take it away from me. Okay, so now we go down underground. Excited to go. Modernist structure Minecraft. But yeah, I think that you can use fences for windows. Yeah, it's funny how many blocks in Minecraft basically double as fences if you want them to. It's nice in my opinion. It's a fun little reminder. Don't forget the random buttons for details. You better believe you better believe we'll be maxing out that house later. Once we have all the additional details, there'll be no stopping us. Speaking of no stopping us, there is a water lake down here, which does want to stop us. And maybe we should allow it. Although maybe we could also go to, what was it, 2733? 362, if I recall correctly. Let's dig down from there, and let's just see where that takes us, actually. And the water will keep us safe. Yep, this is my good idea that will have no flaws whatsoever. It can only... I mean, it could end in my drowning, sure. But what if it doesn't end in my drowning? That would be nice too, huh? Okay, this is a slow way to mine, but then it will be so handy for future me to be able to just, like, move around the world freely. So I kind of like it. I love the mockery of stylish builders. I think anyone who tries to tell you that what you're doing, if you enjoy yourself, is fine to mock. I think, I know it's the same as, like, if someone who's really into fashion tries to tell you that you can't wear certain colors that you like together because, oh no, they have a clash. You look so silly. You cannot do that to me, brother. If someone tries to tell you something like that, you don't have to listen to them, right? Like, I think that's the important thing. Is a lot of people do feel pressured, like, oh no, yeah, this is the only way to build. I watched, you know, there's this person who's telling me how terrible it is when I build the way I build. And so I think it's important to have balance in the world. Of every person who tries to tell you you're wrong, have a person who tries to tell you that, actually, can I... Yeah, I can get rid of that. Hey, that's smart. Okay, so I probably placed that a bit too high. But with good reason, I think you can agree. And now we'll just break these blocks down. I probably should have broken more blocks down first, and then, whatever, it's fine. So we're going to break just 3 blocks, and then we're going to make a little hidey hole for ourselves. Oh no, this is copper. This is copper. Not what I wanted to do. And then we'll break this really quick. Pray the water doesn't flow in. Okay, it didn't flow in as much as I was assuming. And now we can place a torch in, and we can see what we get down there. It just makes more sense to mine for diamonds in a straight line down. And, you know, people say don't dig down, but if you're surrounded by water, and scary lightning, it just makes sense to do so sometimes. So we'll place that up there, and we'll just mine down again. I mean, without the water, it's a little bit scary, that's for sure. Yeah, I think we'll go back and we'll get the water, actually. Maybe we should just do that. Just come all the way back here, get the leaves. Leaves can be waterlogged, by the way, but they can't be water resistant all the way. And then we'll start breaking the logs straight back down. Honestly, we might need breathing holes for this. Like, we're going so deep down now that that's a real concern. But it's fine that it's a concern. You're allowed to be concerned about anything you want. Doesn't mean that it's a real concern. And now we can actually probably crawl in here and mine while crawling, right? Yeah, look at this. Crawl mine, coming to the rescue. It means I'm not technically mining from inside the water, so you mine faster from in here than you would down there. But yeah, thanks for adding 5 seconds of cooldown. It's annoying to have thousands of comments at once. Says Logan Mullen. Yeah, I think anyone who actually enjoys talking in a live stream enjoys having a delay, so there's a chance for people to talk. I think people who just enjoy typing for the sake of yelling into the void, in the same, like, you know, I don't know, like, when I'm yelling at my TV screen, I don't expect the man on there to hear me. And I don't yell at the TV screen because I think that's insane behavior. But, you know, if you are typing in chat because you want to scream into the void, what I recommend doing is load up a notepad file, scream into that, all you like, and I can pretend I'll hear it, and other people will pretend they can hear it too, maybe. We can all agree to do that together. But in the meantime, what might be a better idea is if we don't do that. So, yeah, just like that. Nice and simple. We've got some, you know, the leaves really add a lovely natural aesthetic to the cave. And now from here, we can keep mining down to where diamonds are found. Diamonds are not, oh wow, there's diamonds right there. Heck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That is exactly, oh yeah, 3 of them. This is everything I've ever wanted and more. I am very easy to please. And I think if we make this diamond pickaxe, we're going to be able to get some zombies spawn in. Do I want those zombies? I don't know yet. Let's find out. Okay, yep. I guess I should know the answer is no. And I'm going to get trapped in a water in the meantime. Yeah, you know, I'm starting to think that maybe I don't want zombies to spawn with diamond armor and wreck me, because you don't get the diamond armor. So, yeah, we can open their chest, which, oh, wow. That's some good stuff we got in there. Some rotten flesh isn't worth much, but, like, it's better than not having any. And some bones, very nice too. Pumpkin seeds and cocoa beans we'll take back with us, because they might come in useful. And the string we'll also take with us. So, golden apple is going to be seen as more valuable than the blue orchid, I think. And we are starting to slowly collect 5. So later, if I need to find that, we'll start looking through chests. But for now, this is pretty nice, huh? This is really nice. Let's go construct a nether portal, which I can do on the way back up, because there's some, oh, where is this? If I'm not mistaken, on the way back up, we will find some lava, and we have water here. You know what lava and water can combine to make? Cobblestone. But, you know, if we felt like being a little bit less exciting, also other things, I imagine. So we'll eat the rotten flesh, just because garbage food anyway, right? And flour. That's crazy talk. I know. How could I say, how dare I say even, that it's more important? But yeah, I am going to say it anyway. Okay, so, yeah, the rotten flesh. We should put all of this back away up at the spawn, I think. But then again, we might want to make our nether portal up there. So if we're going up anyway... Oh, we need to make space then if we're going up anyway. 4 diorite, low value item. On the other hand, lava and water, high value items. So we place our lava bucket over there. And then we get some water. And just cover this whole thing. Or cover the upper portal, the upper half of it. Makes more sense. Oh, look at this. I never used to go here, but I can now go on each side of the... Oh, yeah, I've got the whole spider spawn now. That's game changing. And a whole second pit of lava if I mess up this first one. That's always good to know. As someone who definitely never makes mistakes when when messing with lava, it's good to know about anyway. Okay, so never going well. We have to mine obsidian now, which is a slow activity. But it's a fine slow activity. As long as we pick up the obsidian afterwards, it's a nice break sometime. You know, mining obsidian is a nice way to remind yourself how nice it is to do everything else. But you could have had a blue need. You know, who knows for sure. Also, I love how the demographics for ToyCat's videos range from 9 to possibly 30. Oh no, everyone who watches ToyCat videos are 9. I will say, like every single one of you. Like a lot of people have been like, whoa, I thought I was like 35. You know, like been working this job for 10 years. But I just realized they've been hiring an unemployed, they've been hiring children at this job for a while. I can't believe that not only did that university give me a degree when I was -12, but also this company's been hiring, 5-year-olds to work. You know, that sure explains how the economy's doing right now. I think the most interesting fan interactions in real life is that I once was at like some Minecraft thing, and a woman and her child approach, and like the stereotype everyone assumes is like, it's cute, the 60-year-old woman is here to bring her like grandchild to an event. And she's like, oh yeah, no, I'm a really big fan of these of the ToyCat things. And she mentioned a bunch of things she liked. She's like, oh yeah, my daughter's just here to see like insert person here. Like I had to drag her along to come see ToyCat. I thought that was the most like wholesome interaction I've ever had. It was like the biggest reminder that no matter how much you assume demographics are a certain way, there's always someone who's the exact opposite. All my demographics say 21 plus, but I'm certain all my viewers are 12 and under. So Padawan, I think one big part of that is that YouTube, the outward demographics it tells you as a YouTuber are ones that are very easy to fake. It just tells you what the channel age is, and obviously every under 18-year-old is going to lie about being 18. So it kind of gets messy that anyone who is over the age of 18 on your YouTube stats is either over the age of 18 or wants to watch 18 plus videos. And let's be honest, which children don't? I mean, the answer should be all of them. But you know, the whole, like, I think the dumbest thing is when we say to children, yeah, that's only for adults. And the only, like, making forbidden fruit it's literally a thing they tell you about in I think it's the first story in the Bible, right? It's 2,000 years ago they worked out that if you tell people specifically, oh yeah, and just don't do that, don't worry about why, you get kicked out of the Garden of Eve. Although maybe the point of the story was like, don't question why it's forbidden. But you know, the idea that even a snake can work out, a literal snake, right? I believe was in that garden, could work it out. It must be a real snake too. It's got a very, I don't know how intelligent that snake was, but the point is to say is that he knows it, and so too should YouTube and every other platform that makes adult gated content. But for whatever, I've been 9 for 20 years now. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy how long people stay age 9. But as we know, that is also, why can't I craft? Oh, it's in here. So we're gonna throw something on the ground temporarily, and then we're gonna make a chest, maybe a double chest. Honestly, I think sometimes it's better just to commit to having a double chest of something. And then we'll place that below the stairs, because we've got the space. And then we'll move our bed to be over on the second floor, or over there. Yeah, we'll move the bed to be there, and then we'll make the entrance to the mine kind of like this, I think. So you can kind of walk around awkwardly in the house. Yep, okay, and then because, yeah, that's a house. That's a layout that you can live with. Now we can throw cocoa beans. Don't need those yet. Pumpkin seeds. I feel like I might need at some point, but not right now. We're gonna use those things in the top left. Copper could be really valuable, and then stuff where I'm just like, we'll put it in there for later keeping anyway. And yeah, this is my house. I hope you enjoy it. It's very beautiful. I'm 18 with 15 years of experience. That's a fun way to word it. I haven't heard that before. Hope you're doing well, by the way, man. Oh god, I keep switching between controller and keyboard mouse. I gotta stop doing that on PC. Messes some things up. Let's go to the Nether, by the way. Do we have to light the Nether portal, or can we just construct it? Is a Nether portal a Nether portal until you light it? That's an interesting thought I've just had. But instead of answering it, we'll just build it and work that out in the game's format. So we'll build it as far out as we can. 1, 2, 3. Flip this out. We'll use a prettier block actually. We'll use polished deep slate for the corners. And then 1, 2, 3. And then, yeah, this is nice, right? This is very nice. So it's not a nether portal until you light it. Remember, do not mine down in the nether. Oh, what's that? Someone trying to tell me what I can and cannot do? Oh, is this Minecraft or is this communist Russia? I forgot, Dasher. Can you? I'm just kidding. Yeah, it's a very smart idea to not dig down in the nether, especially given that I will perma-die. That first death apparently doesn't count. That's a useful thing to know. So string goes in here, birch stairs go in here, the 2 wheat go in here, we'll start dumping some stuff in there. I think we will place down some saplings now. I don't think we need that many of them, but it's nice to just have a farm sort of sorted. And then the rest of our saplings will go straight in here. And then we are just about ready to go, right? Yeah, the stone pickaxe goes away too, the iron pickaxe. That is me going to the nether, I think. Actually, wait. No, I need flint. Or we could do the... Should we go get a flint for flint and steel? I like doing the bedrock way, but it's rare to, be able to do the other way. So let's treat ourselves to that little opportunity after we put this in there. Actually, no, let's just make another bread. Let's just have a real full piece of food that I can eat. And also let's use this furnace, which is well hidden, to make some potatoes. Maybe put some real fuel in there. Yeah, just make a few potatoes. Yeah, it seems good to me. Okay, so now... Oh, the sugarcane is growing so fast, by the way. It's wild. Now we can extend the farm just a little bit more. It's definitely... We're definitely going to get more sugarcane than we have places to expand into. But it's a good place to start. And, yeah, Andrew, a nether portal is not a portal till you light it, because otherwise it's just a door threshold. I see what you're saying, but I don't know that I agree. Also, I guess this is what we have to do. And then we'll place like a block over there. Yeah, that's the best way to do it, I think. For now, we're going to go down under. Not only to pick up some coal for furnace reasons, but also because we need to find gravel. We're going to need to make a shovel if we're finding gravel, though. I think I've got just one piece. Oh, no, I've got 3 iron. So we'll make a iron shovel. Finish out our set, actually. That'll be nice, huh? Look at that, full set of tools. That's lovely. And then let's go mine some gravel. There was definitely gravel by the spawner, I think. That's the last place I remember seeing it. But I might have seen it before and just forgotten. Can I make that full? I will choose not to risk it. Yeah, there's gravel right over here. Very convenient place for it, huh? Right next to the lava. It's like they knew. Speaking of knowing, Toycat tax. Thank you very much, Mr. The Resurrection. That's Jacob. I appreciate it a lot. So, yeah, I love. I appreciate all the people paying their Toycat taxes. It's very important, obviously. Like all the valuable things that are done by the Toycat government, all achieved by the Toycat tax. But yeah, the fact that a nether portal can become an unlit nether portal means that it's always a nether portal. See, that's an interesting point, Thomas Povey. I agree with your point that this is a nether portal, and then if I remove this block, is it a nether portal? What if it was still lit? There's a lot of... Hey, okay, so that counts when we jump into it. So now the world just got larger, and then for the nether to get larger, we have to do separate challenges here. Remember, we don't dig down here. We have to dig around in a square. Don't ask how we know this. It's a life lesson though. We don't dig down. In fact, to help make it easier, I'll break the blocks around here, and then I'll specifically place some blocks below that I can kind of like sit on, specifically so there's not a big fall for me. Just feels like a good idea for me to do that. So once we obtain some netherrack, we now have to craft mushroom stew, or cook mushroom stew, which is nice and easy in the nether. Grab some red mushrooms and grab some brown mushrooms. Do we have any brown mushrooms? We don't. Are they down there, maybe? Do you see any brown mushrooms, internet? Oh, there's a whole cave here, yeah. Okay, so there are brown mushrooms down there. But how do you get down in the nether? We could craft a hay bale. That might be for the best, actually. Or we could find a brown mushroom in the overworld. It's a little bit harder, I would say. But yeah, I'm gonna give that a shot. I'm gonna take all the red mushrooms from here. Gonna just take them all anyway. And then we're gonna see if maybe, just maybe, we can find a brown mushroom in the overworld. Because I want to see what happens if I do a challenge from the nether in the overworld. I don't know that it would work. Meanwhile, my overworld challenge... Oh, the dogs are coming to save me, it seems. Very lucky for that. So, yes, given that mobs can spawn, we're going to place more torches. A torch over here. We had a torch in every corner before. Let's place a torch in every one of the new corners. I don't know how well that will really do for us. It just seems like a fun idea, right? Like every time the world expands. Not every time, but every time we need to do torches, we do them in the corners. And then we can look back and be like, wow, look how much space we have around this house. Isn't it so crazy? Did one of the dogs die? Don't worry, they're not my dogs. They're just random stray dogs I found. Although actually, you know what? If we've got an alive random stray dog, why not make him my dog? Yeah, that seems good to me. So now we're going to harvest all the wheat. Or not all the wheat at all. Some of the wheat. And we're going to grow some more. That is not very much wheat. Because we need to make a hay bale, I think. And we also need to make a target block. A target block, if I'm not mistaken, is redstone and hay. But I could be getting that mixed up. So, target block is all the way down here somewhere. Should I just type it in, actually? Target block. Target. It's not called the target block. Is it called the target block? Oh, it's not incraftable. So it's a hay bale with 4 redstone dust. So we'll make a hay bale, and then we'll later get redstone dust. 30 blocks distance is probably too high for the overworld, though, right? So to confirm, this is 375. And this torch over here is at 356. Yeah, that'll be a challenge, but it's possible if it counts diagonal distances like taxi cab. So hopefully we'll be fine. If it does it by Pythagorean's theorem, we'll be screwed. So let's hope that it does the right distance counting. Look at those chickens. Oh, if we got chickens, let's make the classic chicken farm, right? This is one of my favorite things to do. You just shove a bunch of chickens into a hole, and then we. Oh no, come on, guys! I got seeds for you. I got seeds. You guys love seeds, so we just use the seeds to push them in the hole, and now they're all in the hole. There are no more problems. Sorted. Okay, so chickens. Lovely. I'm gonna now take the. I need to get more wheat. Wheat is a big priority for me right now, which means it's probably worth me just growing my farm a little bit, right? And the farm needs to grow. I've got more space for it. Let's go ahead and let's plant this all there. Maybe even go another row back on the wheat farm, or another row forwards, or just, you know, for now, let's just plant there. And take a piece of dirt, place it there, and that'll be enough wheat for our future needs. I think right now is a particularly exceptional wheat needing time. And so, in the meantime, while we wait for that to grow, let's go find some redstone. And also a bow and arrow, I guess. We got the arrows, we just need bows. So string and sticks, we got the sticks too. Yeah, this is a surprisingly involved task, huh, chat? But I can do it. So, oh, wonderful. We'll see if we can find a brown mushroom at the same time, just because I want to know how the game deals with it. I doubt it will be too interesting, but I want to try anyway. So do you see a brown mushroom around here? I'd be surprised if the answer was yes, but I don't think I should stop looking because it might be no. Also, wow, this cave goes quite high up this way. So we'll pick up the coal, like I mentioned. It's just nice to have ores. And there's no redstone here, but I bet there'll be redstone down a bit. So I'm going to dig down diagonally over here. And then put water down this, so I can just easily get from the top to the bottom of the world. That's my fun idea. How is Toymaps working out? Are you going to take more members? I think it'd be fun to build things for your maps, i.e. the next survival challenge. I'm currently looking for, coders, basically. People who can do Minecraft, mumbo-jumbo stuff. I'm not that familiar with the marketplace APIs and all this stuff. I just can't work within it. And so trying to make stuff like, oh yeah, when you switch this button, something crazy fun happens. If you got the skills to do that, I would love to have a conversation about it. I like the stream thumbnail, says Padawane. Thank you, Padawane. I don't know how I'd say your name, but you know, thank you very much. Glad you like it. It's I feel like the stream thumbnails have been on point recently. It's a hard thing to always get right, but it's something I'm trying to do. Damn it. So now we're gonna go down more. We're gonna place a torch over there just in case, but we're gonna go down more in roughly this same area. It's gonna be a little bit messy to do that. Yeah, we shouldn't have. We'll place those blocks back, and then a block over there and a block over there. Now we can dig down here, and as long as we don't dig into lava, we'll be fairly safe. And even if we dig into lava, I'll be fine. Actually, oh, yeah, not digging into lava, digging into water. Oh, and there's redstone. Okay. So we got redstone sorted, so we just need string now. We got too much redstone. We'll also get iron just because there's enough of it. And then we'll also deal with whatever this cave is. So the fun way I've been dealing with all this water so far is with leaves, but I don't have any of those. So instead we'll use polished deep slate. It's a lovely block, underutilized. And so we'll just cover up these blocks here. Then cover up these blocks here. And then cover up, oh god, is there more, are these blocks or is it coming from down there? I genuinely don't know. Okay, it's all sealed off from back there, but there is more coming from somewhere. I don't understand where the water's coming from in here, to be honest. There we go. Okay, so yeah, there is just a lot more to this cave than I thought. Instead of doing all of that, we could have just simply placed some netherrack here. Although, you know, no, I couldn't have done that. Let's place the gravel in such a way that we get rid of all the water sources. Easy, done, doable. So now we could dig down further, which is what I'm gonna have to do at some point soon. But in the meantime, let's just take advantage of the fact that we can do this next challenge. I hope. I really hope. So yeah, heading out. It was good to see you, Ledger. I hope you're doing wonderfully today. I second Carl Victor's question. I missed it, but I hope it's a good one. I also think that the most important part about this is always to move forward. I think it can be easy to get, like, lost sometimes when you've got, like, a lot of different tasks to do. But by just being like, there's one task, go get it done, it's kind of nice if you can stick to it. Just be like, okay, it's real easy. Just have to swim up here, and then I'll be good. Okay, so, yeah, okay, in we go. Oh, we are good. Nice, nice, nice. Do I have any decent food? I have some rotten flesh. Yeah, we'll go with the rotten flesh. It's not decent food, but it'll keep me alive until I get some string. So we need 3 string to make a bow. We could also kill skeletons, honestly, but we won't. Instead, we'll just sit around here with the torch off until we get 3 string. Should be an easy amount to ask for, right? Is there string in here? No, there's not. String in here. There's bones. Oh, yeah, that's really useful. Same with the iron. But otherwise, we sit and we wait while eating rotten flesh. Oh, spider times 2. See, this is what I needed earlier in the game, guys. This is exactly what I needed. So still 1 string, though. But we sit and we politely stare. Yeah, I politely just stare. And I say, you know, if it doesn't happen now, it'll happen eventually. This is the thing, you know, everyone gets their time with the spider spawn. Also, I love this challenge, says a Skrill Giant Dragon. It's really cool to me. Any challenge where you can see progression from the start to the end is something that is just enjoyable, right? Like, being able to immediately tell, like, yes, this was probably worth doing is much better than not being able to do precisely that. But yeah, let's take this lava with us now. All the way back to the surface. We'll torch this up. And let's throw it in the furnace. Let's throw the lava in the furnace with our iron. And then the furnace will just run forever, keeping my house lit up on the inside. This is the genius of lava. Not only does it smelt 100 items, but it also keeps lit for a very long time. Speaking of keeping lit, look at my farms. Looking pretty nice, I would say. And in we go. That's my cooked potato, and it'll soon be... Oh, I only got 2 iron from all of that? Oof. But yeah, in all this stuff can go for now. Just keep my inventory a little bit more free. And then we'll craft a... We're 2 wheat away from crafting what we want. When did you gain 5 hearts, says X. Also, you picked up some chest string earlier, but then you inventory managed it someplace. Oh yeah, there's the string. Yeah, I didn't need to kill those guys. Entirely unnecessary. So I've got a bow, I've got 2 arrows, I've got the redstone, and if I'm lucky, I also have the wheat. I certainly hope I have the wheat. So that is 1. Oh, I have exactly the right amount of wheat, thank God. And then I've got spare seeds that I'll just feed to these chickens eventually. I'll feed it to them now, actually. You know what? You guys have been nice. You can have a baby. So, oh yeah, we need to... This tree is certainly a pain. So we'll chop down the annoying part of it. And now we can craft a hay bale, which will be useful for the nether, but unfortunately, instead... Actually, yeah, let's go to the nether first. Let's go to the nether, use the hay bale, then come back and use it for the target block. If you have never used a hay bale in the nether, life-changing. It is seriously incredible. One of those simple tips that makes your life so much more bearable. I wouldn't recommend doing it in a place where you'll die if you mess up a hay bale use, because, you know, sometimes you click at just the wrong moment, and who wants to do that? So, hay bale there, and then hay bale over here. See, that would have been bad without a thing. And now we can very easily craft ourselves a mushroom stew. I think I made a crafting table up there, but it's fine. Make some bowls. Do you see any bowls? I don't see any bowls. There's so many items. There are the bowls. And then here's the stew. Yeah. Find ancient debris. Okay, I feel like these challenges went up in scope a lot, right? It went straight from, oh yeah, could you just, real quick, if you could you find some mushroom stew? Won't be too hard. So yeah, just find the rarest ore in Minecraft, if you could. If you don't mind, just real quick. Don't worry, it won't be too hard, I'm sure. I'm sure you'll find it in no time. Do you see any ancient debris? I guess we just go real low down.
Thanks for streaming. Love watching while I play.
Spud Bryro, thank you so much. I appreciate you paying the toycat tax. I think that... Also, wait, there's Netherrack down here. Oh, that's very odd. Oh, I'm glad you love to watch while you play. I think a lot of people... I'm just gonna kill this guy. I'm gonna look at him by accident, otherwise it's gonna end my run. Let's just kill him before we have to. Nice and simple. I guess they're teleporting in here because the barriers can't keep them out. But now we have an ender pearl in case that comes up. I think it actually is going to have to because of the whole, you know, there's an end somewhere in this place. So let's do it. Fight me. Yeah, second ender pearl. Can't pick up either of those. I can put on this gold chest plate though. So yeah, ancient debris. What's the plan? Just dig wildly. Okay, dig 1 block above bedrock, because then we find it where we are. That is the plan. You missed the ancient debris underneath the lava. Oh, that's amazing if so. That's the ancient debris below the lava. Okay, let's give it a peek. It's funny if there was, and I was... Okay, no ancient debris. Ancient debris on that side, maybe? Ancient debris on this side, near the lava. You sure? This is you know, if it wasn't from this is the sort of thing that like you could just believe someone would just say, I don't see any ancient debris. Is it? It's got to be like visible somewhere that my brain just didn't catch, maybe. Ancient debris near the lava. Yeah, I am over there, maybe. Is it just chilling over here somewhere? Not seeing any. Also, I think the Nether's getting a lot wider, a lot faster than the overworld. The lava at bedrock that... Oh, right. Okay. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to eat baked potato. You can use the hay bale. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, that's terrible. Okay, so the game's going to give me funny noises for a bit, which I'll fend off using mushroom stew. And then we're going to specifically... Oh, yeah, what'd you know? There was ancient debris on one side. Very handy. So we probably have to find more ancient debris, unfortunately. But once we find one, I guess we'll have more area to explore, if nothing else. I'm going to eat more mushroom stew before I attempt that, because with the bedrock level of healing, I just don't want to mess this one up. Okay, so it's next to lava, easily solved. And it's so funny that I saw lava, and I didn't have even time to look and see, like, oh, that's a handy block. I was just like, I will die if I don't deal with this. So inventory management problems is definitely, yeah. Relics of an ancient world. Rider Strider. I have a saddle, or I can get a saddle. So this used to be the edge of the world. Look how much wider it's gotten. It went 4 blocks out, which is nice. I'm going to get myself enough ancient debris for Netherrack, though. I think I'm going to have to do it at some point. Let's get it done now. Even if I don't have to do it, having Netherite is just nice, right? But yeah, I saw in one of the promo images for this map that you have to make a netherite hoe. One of the challenges. Warp fungus on a stick. Yeah, making warp fungus on a stick and having a strider is a real nice combo. Has to be said. So, yeah, we'll just keep on mining till we've got this all. Won't be too hard. I do like, the one thing I really like about mining in the nether is you don't have to use, okay, there's gonna be lava above it. I know there's gonna be lava above it. Shouldn't be surprised when there is. Okay, there's not. Mining in the nether is really great because you don't have to torch it up. That is one of my favorite things. As someone who really enjoys mining but just finds it tedious to continuously resupply, it can be real rough. Also, I have to keep remembering, like, yes, I will die and it will be over. Let's get my health up. It takes a lot of food to do that, but I really need to keep it in mind. So, so you die and that's it, says Silver Healer. Exactly. Apparently that's not what hardcore means to the map makers, but it's what hardcore means to me after changing the settings. Which again, I kind of take advantage, like I don't know, like I'm taking advantage of it being that way rather than having to redo it. So, you know, good job, honestly, map makers. I'm proud of them for allowing me to live again. So yeah, you can see like having lava in these caves versus not doesn't make a huge difference, which is nice. I don't know if I'll need quartz, but I like the idea that I would, so we'll get rid of sand and pick up some of this instead. Oh, I didn't pick up any. Throw it in there, perfect. I just need one more ancient debris, by the way. They seem to be spawning way more commonly on this map, but it makes sense that there's a tiny world. If they didn't give you ancient debris, you just wouldn't have any. And then we'll mine this way, and then eventually we'll hit something that's something, right? Eventually we'll have to. That's just how the world works. What would also be fun, by the way, is the fact that I think the cool thing about this world and the progression I was saying is if we do anything all the way up to a world border and that world border changes, it'll look like we just mined up to random points in the netherrack. And so it'll look really, like, neatly done. Oh, also ancient debris. Nice. Yeah. Also, this map's hardcore is equivalent to fake hardcore YouTubers game mode. It's the same thing, right? Like, I died, but I don't feel like dying, so just have to change the setting real quick. Same idea, you're right. So now we're gonna make a second mushroom stew, but only after this first one has healed me a tiny bit. Make sure we get some of that saturation value out of it. And then after this next one, eat again, and that's gonna be full health for me, which is nice. Oh, we got another ender pearl. I didn't do that. Oh, actually, should we watch out? We should watch out. I just want the ender pearl real bad. I want the ender pearl, but apparently I don't get the ender pearl. So I'm gonna make a big staircase up now, so I don't have to worry about magma cubes. I am gonna want that ender pearl. I know I'm gonna want the ender pearl. Oh, you know what I need more though? Being alive. Apparently the lava's still coming. Oh, did a terrible job of that. So let's just go a few blocks to the left here. And let's try that one again. Ooh, blackstone. Okay. Apparently the lava is better than I assumed it would be. So yeah, there's 2 magma cubes here, and they should be easy enough to deal with. But yet here they are being precisely not that. Oh yeah, this world really expanded. Like 3 blocks in each direction. But that's great. It means I can just get out nice and easily, pretend this isn't my problem, make another bowl of soup, importantly. And yeah, again, every time we get close to mobs, I do run in there with a contingency plan. I think that's what you've always got to do. If you have backup plans, you can turn to them. If you panic for a few seconds in the wrong time, you die. That's a life lesson for everyone watching. You can choose to take it, or you can not. I'm going to build a big wall around here, just because there's lava. I think future me will also enjoy looking at the current map boundaries, right? And being like, that's kind of silly, huh? So, yeah, we could mine this, or we could just place netherrack on top of it. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll just place a nice... We'll build a little border around the nether here, where it used to be. Oh god, they've got demonic eyes here too. Don't like it. Getting away from that. Let's go to the overworld. Oh, it doesn't work that way. Let's go to the overworld. The nether portal doesn't work like a normal nether portal, and it seems to spawn me in the middle of my world. But yeah, let's take away these bowls, which are cluttering up my inventory. Let's take away this, or let's quickly make ourselves a target block. What's one of those look like? One of those. Put away the redstone. Put away the quartz, the raw chicken, the netherrack, let's be honest. And then we can throw this in a furnace. Oh yeah, that's good. I'm gonna have me some netherite internet. That nether portal acts like an end portal. Yeah, actually, that's a funny way of putting it, Ohio Master. Wait, does Toycat do something for the benefit of future Toycat? Somebody write that down. This is a first in Toycat history. I've done something that isn't immediately to the detriment of future me. I know, how crazy. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to make a really long diagonal line across this world, right? I think the easiest vision is from... Yeah, actually, it's going to be hard with all these floating trees. So, yeah, we'll have to... I think we could place one over here, but then the other side of the world is hard to see. Yeah, that's perfectly in the middle of the world, almost specifically to ruin my plans, it looks like. So instead what we'll do is we'll stack up. We'll shear our way through it, because we want to get through nice and quickly. And then chop it down. And then we'll take advantage of it being here, though, to have a nice high up block on... you know what, we can just place it over here. So we'll place our target block in the absolute corner. So this is the corner, I believe. And now we just have to shoot that from the other side of the world. That actually is a surprisingly hard task, and to do it with only 2 arrows. I guess if we can hit the edges of the target block, we'll be fine. What do you reckon, chat? Do you think you can make this shot? I'll give you a look at it, but it looks something a bit like this. Can you make this shot to the target block? I think, yeah, actually, no, it seemed far. Oh, apparently I can't shoot it. Yeah, I cannot hit the target block. I've used both my arrows. I don't know where they went if not the target block, but they definitely did not hit it or I would have the achievement. I wonder where they went. Did the arrows bounce off the wall or did they go through it, internet? You're aiming too high? I don't have any proof of where my arrows went, sadly. That's interesting, huh? So we need to kill skeletons. Oh, we need to get flint and we need to get arrows. Oh, which is handy that the game gave me some chickens. Very, very handy they decided to do that. So we'll shear some wheat. 1, 2, 3. And get enough for some bread. And then use the wheat to breed the chickens because we're going to murder them. And if we're going to murder them, we need something to replace them. Nice and easy. So now we kill the 2 adult chickens. Hopefully there's some feathers in there. Really sure do hope me there's some feathers in that. There's no feathers. So how'd you get feathers if you can't kill chickens for them? I guess we didn't kill this guy. Yeah, we can kill this guy too. Yeah, there's some feathers. Perfect. So then we'll just do the same. That is for 2 feathers. We need a little bit more flint. And then we just need iron, right? Is it flint? No, it's sticks and iron. No, sticks and flint. Yeah, so we don't have any flint yet, surprisingly, but we can get some with relative ease. 1, 2, 3. I feel like I got some flint somewhere else while I was doing something, but it's fine. Why do you not announce your streams earlier? Why are you so mean, says Simply Pallid? Interestingly enough, this was, I feel like I felt like this stream was announced like one of the furthest in advance it has been. You know, the problem is that YouTube doesn't give me a system that's like announced, right? You make the stream public, and then YouTube decides like, do you think people are going to want to see this? And it uses some algorithm to determine it that I'm sure works for most people. But I'm not in control if you get a stream notification or not. Only you are in control of that. When you hit the bell, see a little sub promo. But seriously, it is, if you want to be in control of what you see on YouTube, you have to be proactive in saying, yeah, I'll hit the bell for this or I won't for this. Okay, so 4 arrows. I feel like I'd want another one, but I'll be fine with this for now. One of these arrows will hit. That seems like a likelihood to me. I guess I'll confirm the target block. What happens if I miss the target block? Okay, so from here, that counts as 18 blocks. Okay, so I wonder if it goes down if I shoot it from like less far away. Oh yeah, it tells you exactly how far you shot it from. So it will at least say like, yep, you shot it from 29 blocks when you needed 30. You know, at least it will be fair with me. So from here, can we hit the target block? No, that was too high, huh? Too high still? 26? How can this be 26? Okay, so 27? If I have to stand all the way in the corner then, huh? It literally has to be the furthest back I can be in this corner. And even then, I'm not 100% sure that would work. But we'll have to go give that a test. This is a weird challenge, huh? They didn't use the Pythagorean theorem. I'm not sure. It's weird because it doesn't seem like they're using taxi cab distance either, which is where you work out the, you know, you imagine it's like a grid system. That's why it's, you know, like taxi cabs would use in like Manhattan. But it's not using, it's using some weird algorithm that I can't work out. It's not based on blocks because this would be, it might be including upwards height maybe. If so, we could shoot from down low and see if that works better. That's 28. No, it must be therefore based on... Okay, so we'll shoot one more time from over here. We have to shoot nice and low down so we can retrieve the arrow if we're wrong. Okay, I'm really nervous about this internet. Was that 28 again or did that miss? I have no way of knowing. It's a little silly, honestly. Also, the hunger. I'm going through so much food, right? Can we all agree on that? Like, too much food. I eat something and then immediately it's like, you wanna heal again? And the answer's like, well, I don't want to. Yeah, 28. Okay, so we have to shoot from way down low, or we have to move this further up. I don't know which one of those things makes more sense. But I guess we'll go further up. Is there a bug on my neck? Yeah, we'll place some gravel over here. There's no way for me to safely get down from this, so we'll just have to... I guess we could go all the way to the water, but let's just not. Let's just grab a dirt block. Halfway down the pool, place it. Halfway down the pool. That's good enough for me. So, yeah, break all of these dirt blocks and see if this works. What do you reckon, internet? If you do this underground, there'll be walls to stop the arrows. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, doing it underground is a cleverer way. Hey! Bigger world. Okay, now I'm gonna bake a cake. This is my favorite type of cake. It just needs a few herbs and spices, and it'll be the best type of cake you can imagine. Yeah, that's... oh, not a fan. Why did that thing even spawn? It doesn't make any sense, but whatever. So we need a cow, which we obviously have to milk. I'm gonna milk this cow like it's a good Minecraft update. And then I'm gonna grab some wheat from the farm. And then I think I need eggs as well, which is fortunate because I've been collecting those. Boom, see, I didn't know I'd need chickens, but just assumed like, it's Minecraft. At some point chickens come in useful, right? So let's go for it. I hate the drowned looking creeper. Yeah, it's very creepy. Oh, this is the chicken farm now. One of them grew up, so I only have one net. He's not gonna... I'll feed him some seeds to age him. Or I'll go looking for more... yeah, I messed this up. Okay, I really messed this up. Also, just paying my Toycat tax, says Pedal Hyperspace. Thank you very kindly for paying the Toycat tax. As you all know, it is the most friendly type of tax in the universe. No mean messages. No guilt for not paying it. Just an appreciation when you do. Wow, if all governments were like me, I bet they would have lower tax compliance rates. But everyone would feel better about living in society. I think that's one of the weird things about, like, the way taxes are presented is like, oh yeah, there's this set of things you just have to pay because you have to pay it. And then later it's like, oh yeah, and here are some benefits the government just randomly gives you. Who knows where it comes from? It needs to be like, yeah, you are basically, here is the money that is being sent to these people so they can do these things for you of your money. I think people would have like a better relationship with government if so. Because some people are like, oh yeah, well anything bad happens because the government doesn't, yeah, it's like the government's like a rich older brother. It's like, why won't you give me money to do stuff? You got billions, man. Well, in the case of some governments, trillions, man. So yeah, in the Toycat tax system, your money goes specifically to lobster. I don't know why getting this cow in this hole is a surprisingly large problem for me. But yeah, just in you go, friend, in you go. I don't know, like, okay, there we go, perfect. So, yeah, we are going to have to get more chickens, which is a surprisingly challenging task. I kind of, you know, I could throw my eggs on... Actually, how many eggs do you need for a cake? I think I need sugarcane as well, right? So I need eggs. I need... What is the cake recipe looking like? It is 2 sugar, 1 egg, 2 more buckets. Okay, we only need 1 egg. Perfect. This is why you look up recipes before getting sad. So we're going to milk the cow twice. We're going to get some sugar. And then we're going to bake a cake. I love it. This is actually surprisingly efficient. 1, 2. We'll make as much sugar as we need. And then a little more as well. So, 1, 2... Oh. Throw this on the ground. How did I get a pressure plate? What happened in my life that led to a pressure plate? And now we can make a cake. Yeah! Pastry chef. That's me. You better believe I'm the best. Okay, so now we have to drive 200 blocks of a minecart. What sort of a ridiculous challenge is that? I used up all my iron on the buckets because I wasn't thinking very smart. Okay, so clearly we're going to need to go and get ourselves some... Clearly we have to go find some iron ore. Not too hard to do. I won't make cakes to stack, Mojang, please. Do cakes on Java really still not stack? There's no way that's true. Oh, wait, no, let's not tell Mojang. Don't tell Mojang. They're just going to remove it from Bedrock, please. I beg you. They're going to be like, oh, yeah, this parity problem sounds terrible. Also, Pedal Hyperspace says, what's the difference between you doing it on YouTube and Streamlabs? So if you do a tip via YouTube, entirely fine, by the way. I know it's very easy for a lot of people. YouTube takes a 30% cut in exchange for processing the payment, whereas Streamlabs just does the credit card fees. It's more like 2 to 3% of the cut. It's effectively 100% of the money goes to the streamer that you're watching, which is what some people value, right? It's like... you know, when you pay your regular taxes, which are definitely equivalent to Toycat taxes. Also, look how big this area's gotten down here. Like, there's like a lot of ores on the surface all of a sudden. But yeah, I think that's what some people would really prefer. It's okay if you don't, though. I'm not gonna try and pin pressure on you. Oh, I don't want to throw this bucket into lava. I'm not gonna try and pressure you about it if not. It's I think it's like a good like. It's an interesting respection on like what do people want when they're tipping. In my mind, like I think a lot of people assume that every customer is like them. Like I don't know, like if you run a bakery, you assume everyone who comes to the bakery is like me and looks at the croissant and then maybe gets something else to be adventurous, or something like that. But maybe, you know, like I don't like croissants. I look at the croissants because it's a indicator of price, and then I get something else because I like it more. Maybe I go to the bakery, not because I even liked baked goods, but because it's a status symbol to me to say, yes, I go to someone and they make me the bread. I feel like, and so in the same way, if I'm tipping people, I want the money to go to them. The goal is like, yeah, the goal to me, is like, if I am going to part with money, the idea is the streamer should get it. That is my view on it. But some people are like, no, I don't mind spending money, but I don't care if the streamer receives it or not. Like, I care about, you know, like, showing that I support this thing, which is an entirely valid way to, like, show support for things. Like, you know, it's fine to, that's how a lot of real world tipping is, right? Like, you know, a lot of people don't check, like, you know, when they have a service charge for something, does this go to the waiter? Or is it just charged by the business because they employ the waiter? And I think it's like okay, but also weird to me. Like I think everyone finds people who aren't like them a little bit weird sometimes, and that's just one example for me. Also, I was looking for a minecart this whole time, but there was just some easy iron right here. Would have been super easy. So we'll smelt this up, make a minecart, and then we're gonna get a lot more iron to make minecart tracks. Also, look how big the world is now. It's huge, right? It's ridiculously sized. It's too big, even. I would go that far as to say it's too big. How can anyone navigate a world of such scale? It's impossible. I think you could craft 16 rails and go back and forth. Yeah, okay, chat, how would you interpret these rules? I'm interpreting them as I can go round in a circle, round and round and round again. But I would like to hear if anyone has anyone else thinks that, like, no, there's no way they let you do that. So I need to craft a food soon. I am very short on food. Surprisingly short on food, honestly. I have 2 apples in the chest. That's not very many. I have enough I have a cake, I guess, technically. I guess we'll eat rotten flesh. That's my plan. Just rotten flesh my way to the top. And then I'm also going to chop down some trees. They're just littering up the world, right? Like, I could see so much more if there weren't trees uglying up the place and apparently growing where all they want to. We're going to make a lovely flat ground over here, which we can build something else on later. Maybe a lovely minecart track. And that'll be nice. And then we'll go look for some iron, because we need not only enough iron for a minecart, but then enough iron... Oh, wait, another cow. I need food anyway, right? So let's get this cow in my little hidey hole. So, cow, please go in. Hello, cow. Would you like to come to a little pyramid scheme I've got invented? If you just invite 2 of your friends into the scheme, then I will let you out. And then if they invite 2 of their friends each, they can be let out. And now my prison system has an infinite upside to everyone besides you guys. So maybe they should update the cake recipe to make it include sweet berries. That's an interesting case, right? Of like, if they were adding the cake recipe today, it would have the sweet berries in it. But it would be insane to update Minecraft today to add that, despite it making a lot of sense. This farm is not PETA certified. I think if you offered animals like tell me if I'm wrong here. If anyone here is from PETA or like big into animal advocacy, like if you think about a normal dairy or meat farm, you know, the reason people think it's cruel is because you don't give the animals a choice. They're not consenting to the cruelty. However, if you give cows the opportunity and you say, look, battle royale your way out of here, or recruit some new people into this. Now you're making it a choice, not only for the cows joining the scheme, but also the ones coming out. If you just want to leave the farm, just gotta do your labor and your battle, just gotta be involved in the Hunger Games style situation. It's not impossible to do that, and so I'm pretty sure that's how that works. So there can be only one. Exactly. Well, only one will survive. This is a golden idea. No one steal this from me. I'm gonna get the broadcasting rights for this, and it's gonna be great. So let's go to sleep, I guess, and then let's go down, get the saddle because we need that for the Nether, and then let's go get some more iron because we need a lot more of it than I was thinking about, because it just because of those rails, man. Honestly. So yeah, this world gets really, really huge. I wonder if we're gonna find like more caves in these new sections. Oh, the spawner is probably accessible now. The zombie spawner. Do you think we should do stuff with that? I think it'd be weird not to, right? Yeah, I think we're gonna have to. I think that's the plan. We're gonna go down to the spawner and we're gonna see what it looks like. And then we're gonna keep on growing this out. I guess also we should start placing our potatoes. They haven't come up yet, so maybe they just won't come up. But if they do come up, I'll feel so silly for being underprepared. They should make some kind of rare food that gives a brief haste effect. Oh yeah, that's a really interesting idea. Like builders brew, a specific food for haste. I think you could make a mushroom stew effect for that, and that would be compelling enough to people, probably. Or maybe they specifically aren't giving it because they know it would be compelling, and you'd want to make yourself hungry so you could eat more of it. It'd be like abused, but in the not fun way, or maybe abused in the fun way, depending on your definition of abuse. I mean, I guess some people like every type of abuse. There is no water down there, which makes it very dangerous. So I'll just float down here instead. So, why is there no potion effect for that? I think the beacon is designed to be the haste potion. It takes more work, and so it's like a fairer way of doing it, in my opinion. Or maybe in Mojang's opinion. That's a lot of wheat. That's a second golden apple. Those are some nice rotten fleshes. We'll eat those to get myself to full. And then we'll see what's behind here. It's gotta be something, right? Or is it nothing yet? Oh, it's a whole cave. Okay, so later we'll find lots of interesting things back there. But for right now, it all means nothing. And then we're gonna top down here, where it's gonna hurt for a second. But eventually we're gonna find out. Okay, so just keep digging down this, right? Eventually we're gonna see what is down there for me. Digging straight down, not very smart, but when you've got a water bucket, it's not that terrible of an idea, especially on a limited size world where you're fairly certain there's no lava pits. That is my hot take. Is it a good hot take? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna place my water. I'm just a little bit too scared now. Gonna eat this, and then we're just gonna go. We're just gonna power through it. We'll mine a few blocks at a time, and when it's clear enough nothing's happening, we'll scoop up the water, place a torch, and then we'll try again. We'll break one block, place one of these, and then break a few more. There we go, perfect. So now we just need to have a water hole be over here somewhere. Oh, deep dark, yeah, right. Oh, is this gonna be big enough for me to actually summon the warden now? Oh, it's so much bigger than it was last time I was here. Okay, so gotta watch out when killing things. Gotta really, really watch out. But there aren't any skulk detectors or skulk sensors, skulk catalysts, no, skulk streakers yet. None of those yet. Hopefully there's some iron somewhere on the way back up. But there is some gold. We can make a lovely rail with that. Imagine your pit cows heard you and they're gonna cattle royale your butt. Oh, cattle royale. Now there we go. We've got, that will help me get the movie rights right there. Okay, we've got it all sorted, internet. I'm gonna become a millionaire now for my new hit movie, Cattle Royale. Came up with it by myself. So, you missed some diamonds over there. It's okay, you don't need diamonds in Minecraft, famously. There's absolutely zero need for diamonds. Thank you for suggesting that I get them, but you're all good. I just need iron. So I'm just doing that because I know it upsets some small percent of the internet. You get that lovely, lovely engagement. But yeah, we're gonna go back. Or maybe we're not. You know, maybe I don't want to go back. Maybe diamonds will come up when diamonds come up. Maybe things happen for a reason, internet. Not everything has to be forced. So yeah, we'll go right back down here. I think we'll pick up the rest of the gold because we can smelt that when we get home, make whatever that we're gonna need out of gold, we'll be pre-ready to make it. And then yeah, what's that over there? Doesn't seem like much, right? Like, what are we even gonna do with free diamonds, internet? Like, you can't do anything with free diamonds. Not in this economy. You know, with the rampant inflation that's been running recently, you're lucky if you get anything with 8 diamonds now. But 3 diamonds, psh, basically going nowhere. So in the meantime, we throw down this, and not much else we really can get rid of, even though I know we should. Like birch saplings, maybe they'd be useful. Yeah, we need the gold for the netherite scrap. I guess we could technically use it to make a netherite something or other. We'll go for it. Okay, internet. Is that fine? Marriage is dying is going to kill diamond prices. Also, hey, more cats! 154, thank you so much for becoming a channel member. I really like the membership as a way to like post certain videos that I know you can't post publicly because of the algorithm. And one of those was my first time playing Minecraft Dungeons. So if you Minecraft Dungeons Arcade. I knew they brought out a Dungeons Arcade machine, and I assumed it was just the same game, but it's so different on an arcade. It was really fun. You get these cool collectible cards too. My drink is delicious today, by the way. But yeah, I think it's gonna be real great. Also, there's a woman walking up and down my street shouting, "Help! What should I do?" Okay, so here's my take on the situation, right? The easiest thing to do, the best thing to do, in a situation where someone screams asking for help, is to offer someone help. But you're not asking here because that's the first thing that comes to your brain. And rightfully so. What if they want to murder you and steal your socks? It's a real possibility. And so instead what I'd say is, I think the type of, I think if you can look at someone and they are obviously distressed, and you are not sure you can help them directly, and it looks like no one else will help them, you have to call someone who will help them. Or, hear me out, you recruit them into a scheme where they can get help, but only if they're willing to fight 500 other people who are also looking for help. I'm going to call it Distressed Woman Royale. It's not going to be as catchy as Cattle Royale. It's not going to have as many merch sales or anything. But I'm hoping it still gets picked up by the right networks at the right time. So she just looks and sounds drunk, to be honest. I do feel as though it's such a human thing to be like drawn in by the sound of someone screaming for help, right? Or even like someone screaming in general. Like I woke up the other night. One of the fun things about living in London. It's weird that this is like I know it's interesting. This is the first time I've been woken up in the middle of the night. It was very briefly. It was just someone screaming like very like they're like, I've been mugged, my life's ruined, and then a lot of racial epithet after that because he was mugged by someone of a certain color, because that's the that seems that's what happened to him. It seems, and I thought this was so interesting because obviously, you know, like a lot of people are like who would be on his side, not on his side, but like who would feel really sympathetic, like poor guy's been mugged. I can be like, oh, never mind, he's just like racist, so like, you know, we don't have to care about him as much. Despite the, you know, like despite the fact that like to me that's like almost more of a tragedy that like, you know, you have something, you know, like you have some like predisposed belief, and then like he is now proven right in his mind that like a certain group of people are going to do this thing to him, and it kind of sucks. Like, man, there's nothing the world can do about that. But also, I don't know, I felt like it's like the wrong view to have, to be like, yeah, it does suck though, right? Because you're meant to be like, well, no, you're wrong and you should feel bad for... But it's also like, I think one of the weird things is, you know, like when people are told by the world, like, yeah, this is just how you're meant to do a thing, and then like they're trying to get along with it. When you find like one really gaping hole in it, people start to break. I think also, she's not screaming, just shouting like a chant. Oh, like yeah, I think that's just drunkenness. That's what I do every time I drink too much. I start screaming. But I think I don't know. I had a I'll try to make this about anything but race, I guess, to keep things easy. But there was a guy who robbed me, who was he was an Irish vagrant of some form who just picked up my bag, ran for it, and presumably sold the belongings at some point later. And it really frustrated me that like this guy was like went through all of this. It's wild that I know like his details. He's like I know like it happens. He left the country. It's a really interesting story. But like this whole thing happens, and like no one else is like looking out for it. No one else is like on board of it, and it's like it's a really isolating experience to be like, oh yeah, okay, it's all me against the world. Everyone else is all nice, but when you really need it, no one's there for it. Also, yeah, as you can, oh no, so it is total blocks gone, internet. How am I going to travel 200 blocks? What a ridiculous challenge. So it's got to be distance from start to finish, right? Oh, there's no way anyone assumed it would be that, right? Okay, so we'll see what we can do with like this. But that's gonna, how are we going to do that, internet? How are we even going to do that? Also, first time catching a stream, first time paying a tax to a fellow cat. Take my money. I will take your money, Marcat, and you know what I'm going to do with it? I'm gonna spend it questionably, but I really do appreciate the tip. It's I think the greatest thing about money is you can use it's a gift card, but to everywhere. The best gift you can give. I really appreciate the tip, man. Hope you're doing wonderfully. Hope you're enjoying the stream. So how are we gonna do this? There's not 200 blocks in this world. My first thought was that you'd have to make a spiral. Yeah, we're gonna have to test the spiral, because we have to use our vertical dimensions somehow, right? So let's see if that works. If we go here, and then we have like a flat actually, I wonder if that counts as more blocks. Oh, that'd be interesting, right? So let's see if this counts as lots of blocks. Or if because the minecart trail breaks, the thing breaks too. But then let's importantly see if spiraling down and around counts. That's an important thing to check, right? So for now, in go the birch saplings and the egg and this, and just put it away. That's the flint I thought I had earlier, by the way. Let's grab the saddle. That's very important. And let's see if... Oh, it doesn't quite do what I'm expecting it to. Let's see how this is measured, because it's 15 minecart tracks. But if it counts as more than 200 block, or if it counts as more than 15, that's good, right? Oh, it resets. Oh, it has to be contiguous. What a dumb rule. Oh, what a bad set of yeah. So yeah, if you want to help work for ibxtoycat and you know how to program stuff, and you look at this and you go, oh, that could have been done better. I would love to have you potentially working on the team, because that's dumb. Make a 3x3 circle of them and then go around it. I think the clever... Okay, so I could just work on getting enough minecart tracks to make this work, but I would prefer to do this the high effort way, or rather the lower effort way. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a big flat area. This should be a good sign of that. We will... yeah, that should be good. We remove a few blocks here, place some there. So we're going to have a nice big ring like this, and then a nice ring like this. And so if we just place a lever and change the direction of this track every time... yeah, okay. So if we just... Every time we come through here, we press a button. That does not do what... Okay, there we go. So now the track is going to change every time we come through, right? Oh, but we can't... Okay, so... We need to make a track that doesn't loop on itself. It changes. So the way we do that is a bit more complicated. But I think we just got to move this over to there. Yeah, I think we just use this as a four-way junction. But by changing it every time... Okay, so actually, I don't know if we can do that as easily. How do we change this junction, internet? Okay, so... What can we actually do about that? So it can't be a four-way cross. It's got to be a three-way cross for this to work. Like that, right? And then this... Now the button changes it from going one way to the other way. And then that has to go around onto this. No, but it can't go around onto it like this. This is not making any sense to me, okay? Internet, I don't know enough minecart mechanics. Okay, so now that connects there. We can do that just great. Okay, let's see how this goes. So, I go around on me minecart. I disconnect. Oh, okay, okay. No, damn it. What is wrong with the... How is it measuring this, internet? Why is it going down? What is it? How is it deciding that? What is it deciding based on? I think it's broken. Like, why is it going up now and resetting? Well, how is it choosing that? Yeah, we'll place that there. And we'll just see if we can go up to... In theory, we should be going all the way up to 16 now. Why is it... See, it's resetting before we've actually reset now, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What? I don't understand. It's bug rock. It could be based on distance in one... We have to go in one straight line, but then we can't turn around. That seems ridiculous too, right? So we'll just see if this does what we want it to. But then if we can't go back on ourselves, how are we ever... Okay, so we'll just have to test the most basic version of this. Which is like, if we go this way, can we go down and then round and down? If we can't do this, I have no idea. It doesn't make sense to me. So that counted, but then I don't know. Okay, make a circle from the furthest parts of the border, then wind inward. Yeah, that's gonna have to be what we do. It's gonna be ridiculous. Can you snake it? Yeah, that's a good one to test. Okay, so is this snake valid? So if that snake is valid, we're good. And we just have to get enough minecart tracks to do it. Oh no, why not? What? Okay, there's no way that shouldn't count, right, chat? Can we all agree? Turned rails can't also go diagonal. I can't make 200 blocks in a straight line. If it's not counting... What? Try a powered rail. Yeah, my best bet is that maybe it's a speed thing. You have to travel it in a certain time. So I'm going to test that right now. If this doesn't work, either it's broken or it's a speed thing. So as soon as we leave the minecart track, it uncounts. Okay, so that's something we can work with, but I'm going to need a lot of iron, even for the most abusable versions of this. So that means we're going down and we're finding some. We're going to have to find a lot, clearly. So the right layers to find iron is about 32, I want to say. Around about here. So we'll just kind of dig in this rough area. It's a shame because there's a whole cave out here. I'm sure we can find a lot more later. But for now, we do what we have to do. Do a 3x3 circle with powered rails. See, it seemed like a good idea. But the game is very strict on how it is measuring this distance. I don't understand it. I go around the border and slowly move it inwards with 200 rails. Yeah, but it seems to be counting things very weirdly. Such that I don't think that would be okay. Which is odd. So yeah, getting a lot of iron is my new priority. We've gone from border to border here. It looks like a lot less when I'm underground, oddly enough. I would have expected the opposite. For now, we can go away from here. And we'll go to the Nether and get that challenge done, because it's a nice, easy, actually doable one. Which is what I'm here for. Trust the process, says Hunter Robinson. Yeah, looks like it reset after 4 turns. But 4 turns isn't enough to do it. So maybe it's a certain number of turns and a certain number of blocks to make sure that you're using as close to 200 rails as possible. But that seems like unnecessarily restrictive. But maybe that's what they like. So we'll go to sleep. My house is looking wonderful, by the way. Thank you for agreeing. Yeah, we're going to make some powered rails. I don't know how... I think it's 6 gold for powered rails. And then there's some redstone involved. There's a lot of stuff involved. We're going to make our netherite scrap into some stuff. It's gonna be real nice to have. It's gonna be real nice to have a proper netherite ingot, and also it will take up 1 less spot in my inventory. That's a big win. It'd be nice to have fewer of these, and just in general, my inventory will be less cluttered soon. That's something to be excited for. Yeah. Okay, look at this. My first netherite ingot. That's fun. That's real fun. So we are going to make soon. We're gonna have the best food source. Oh no, okay. Soon we'll have the best food source available to man. But in the meantime, we are going to have to deal with this. So cows, would you like to meet wheat? Yes, you would. And yeah, this is a challenge. It's a big one. But we can put it off by going to the Nether. And also we can put it off by cooking some pork chops the best way. It is fun because the challenge... oh god. The game is clearly trying to make it more challenging by upping the downing the saturation. But I think if we just get some good real food, we should counterbalance that maybe. It's just a speed thing. Maybe you can loop around the turns, slowed you down. Yeah, I'm guessing that's the... I'm guessing there's something in that we can hopefully resolve. So where are we going to ride a strider? I guess we find a big pit of lava. There's one just over here. And then once we go into the lava, we'll find... Oh, okay. I don't like that, but that is where they are. We'll make a lovely staircase. This is very scary. This whole Nether... And that's my dog. Oh, that's cute. I forgot I didn't know I brought him somewhere. Let alone left him there. And so then I've got a staircase that tunneled up into this. So we'll make this more clear. Using polished deep slate. This is my mine. Or my staircase down. It is very good. And then to make sure we're safe from mobs, we just place blocks up there. Wonderful. It's good enough. It does the job. And so now we just need to find a magma cube. Love these guys. Love these guys so much. Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Okay. Not dead. Basically dead, though. So yeah, that's bad. Goes without saying. Not my ideal situation. And without food, we make a crafting table. We'll place it in here, I guess. And we're just going to make the 2 breads we can. It sucks, but it's fine. Yeah, that was insanity. The magma cubes are OP. They can hit you too many times per second. I've said this. Oh no, I'm sorry. They hit you too many times per second. Said it before, it's OP. Almost got me killed this time. But yeah, let's go. Okay, easy stuff. Easy. Oh, okay. Yeah, the hit was like so much more damaging too, right? I don't even know what happened with it. Is it deliberate even? Can we punch these guys to death? Oh, my dog's on fire. I'm sorry, doggy. I don't want you to be on fire. I really don't. It's not the choice that I would make in this situation were I in charge of your well-being. Actually, I might be in charge of his well-being. So, yeah, I think staying in the Nether where we've got 2 hearts and it's hardcore, not a good decision. I think we should back out. We should go back to the overworld and just see what's happening over there, maybe. Okay. So, in the overworld, things are going just great. Thank you for checking in. We're probably gonna have enough wheat to make some serious bread and just kind of fix that hunger problem right in the bud. And indeed fix it lots and lots of times. And then we'll also feed some chickens if we want to. So, always nice to have a bit of both. So just like that, the wheat has, well, the wheat is bread. And yeah, it seems as though you just need to go for a silly amount of food because it takes up saturation. It takes up a little part of your hunger every single time you heal. So we sit here, we do it really slowly while we look in the furnace. So the furnace can be accessed from over here, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so I just gotta, there we go. Grab it out of there. And then, oops, sorry about that. And then we're going to make powered rails. So powered rails require a redstone torch. Always messes me up that it's a redstone torch. It doesn't need a redstone torch. It's like a redstone torch. Always messes me up that it doesn't require a redstone torch. There's some recipe in the game that does require a redstone torch. And I get that one confused with that one, apparently. The netherite ingot is not required. Now, and honestly, the bow isn't required. Either is the netherrack or the arrow. Just you put it away. Too much stuff. It's cluttering me up. Make a whole stack of these so we can put this away. Put the dirt away. And the sticks away. And now, let's make some powered rails. Okay, so I'm hoping the powered rails solve my problems. By making me go super fast, there should be precisely no problem, right? So, 3 of these go up here. 3 of these go down here. And now we have a rail, a rail, a rail, a rail. So I'm hoping, I know I'm really being optimistic here, internet. But I'm really hoping that the powered rails will make this work. Whee! Because it's going to be a speed-based turn thing, right? Aha! Yes! Speed! I don't know what sense it makes. Why was there a minimum speed required? But chat, I've done it. This is the secret. I'm glad you're as excited as I am, extra fan. Ah, yes. I think this is great. I beat the system, and that's what matters. Get 3 golden apples is the next challenge. I just wasted all my gold on this. You forced me to, game. You can't be mad. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I'm not mad. You know, I'm glad I didn't have to eat a golden apple. So we'll eat another one of these, another 2 of these. We're clearly gonna have to get some more going, but that's a-okay. And we're gonna go back to the Nether looking for a strider and also some gold at the same time. Seems like the clever way to do it to me. We clearly need another bread right now because the healing isn't working otherwise. And we also clearly need to find some stuff. Whew. Maybe the min speed is to ensure you can't just ride on the floor. But it seems to stop the moment you... Yeah, there could be some logic to the whole thing that I don't see. I would like to believe there is, because the world is nicer when it's not an illogical mess. That's why people invent conspiracy theories, right? Just it's really nice to believe that someone knows what's happening. Even if it's someone who has evil, intent to, take away things I love. It's still like, at least someone is in control. Imagine how scary it'd be if the world operated by a system of like distributed consent and like everything's happening all randomly. Would be wild. So this is my next golden apple sorted right there. I'm gonna do it in the Nether just because I'm curious. Actually, wait, do you see a strider anywhere, chat? That needs to be my priority. Strider, stridey. Do you see any striders? I don't see any striders. Yeah, the Strider's a bit of a weird one because you can't, like, make them spawn or anything. But, yeah, looting 2, that's nice. Saddle? Oh, there's one in here too. Also kind of nice. Melon seeds, we'll take them. And mangrove propagules, it's just nice to get that type of wood, I guess. So, looking around the Nether, I guess we can just, like, mine some blocks over there, maybe? What can we do if there's no lava? Oh, sorry, if there's no Striders in the lava, do we just keep coming back and hoping that eventually there will be? I think that is about as good as we can do. We can maybe see if over here things have changed. We can walk back and forth and assume that maybe one will eventually spawn. You know, it's a bad system, but it's not the worst idea. Or we just go back to the world of our crafted golden apple. Just enjoy life over there. You know, I think I will do that one. Yeah, and at some point later, we'll ride a Strider. Yeah, the Nether's got its whole own set of challenges. You could farm the zombified piglins for gold. You know, that's true. I'm glad we don't need to, but it is nice that we could if we wanted to. Feed the dog. Besides chat, it's your only friend. You know, that's a mean thing to say, both on behalf of chat, who is of course multiple entities and not one person, but also on behalf of me. But entirely true too. So let's make a third golden apple. Oh, I need the apple. That's what I'm missing. I knew there's something in there that's got to be gone. So an apple is over here. Glad I saved it. I was thinking like, but do I need the golden apples? The answer is yes. And now we're gonna breed baby animals, but they have to all be at the same time because I bred more than one. It's just counting how many baby animals I have at one point in time, which is a ridiculous system, but it's the system they're using, so it's fine. It's fine. So we'll probably not do that ideally. We'll get a bunch of wheat and a bunch of seeds at the same time. And then also we're gonna grow some potatoes. I think the time has come for potatoes, chat. In fact, let's grow a few things. Like, I don't know if melons will come up, but I like the idea that they might. Wait, where are the potatoes? Did I cook all the potatoes? Did I get any carrots? Nope, I cooked the potatoes. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have cooked the potatoes. That was a mistake. I would like you all to know that I have made an honest and terrible error in judgment. I am looking to overcome this error, and, you know, what's the standard apology for these things? I just don't... Oh, wait, serious and continuous lapse in judgment. There you go. That's what you gotta say when you've done something wrong, and you'd like people to feel sorry for you. You can't say, yeah, that was my standard of behavior, because we're not perfect. People don't accept that. You've gotta say, we are all perfect all of the time, except that one time I wasn't perfect. Every other time I am perfect. You've gotta pretend... And so that's what I'm going to do too. Also, where did my cow go? Here he is. So I do have some wheat now. And I'm going to just lure him into the pen. I guess if they've got a baby in there already, that's a good sign for something to happen at least. And yeah, should we breed a couple of them? Yeah, I guess we might as well. Just a couple, right? And then throw you in there. Okay, 2 baby animals. So seeds are much easier for me to obtain. I have too many seeds lying around. And so I'll just breed the chickens over and over again. And hope that that adds to my total. So chicken. And then every minute we can add another chicken to the total. And every few minutes we can add baby cows to the total. I would ideally... Oh, a skeleton. I think I wanted arrows a minute ago, so we'll just kill him. Solely for those. And maybe the bones would be good too. And then we'll go to sleep because dystopian nightmare with monsters that look like drowns, not what I'm in for. I'm positive the cow wanted to ride the roller coaster. It looks a little uncomfortable in the hole, says Forbidden Jarl 14. Oh, well, you see, because no one's taking me up on my Battle Royale, my Cattle Royale offer, patent pending, I just figure the only fair thing to do is to make it so cruel and unfair in there and unreasonably awful that they'll have to join me. That is the plan. And we'll see how that goes. So yeah, we're going to move the sugarcane farm kind of inside, I guess. Because we've got a lot of sugarcane growing. Sugarcane farming, one of the best parts of any Minecraft world. I can live happily if you just let me sit here and farm sugarcane all day, every day. I want to do 100 days of Minecraft, but all I do is farm sugarcane. I'd have a positively good time. I'd have the best time, honestly. But, yeah, and for now, while we're waiting, let's say it's actually a good opportunity where we're actually achieving real goals. Toycat, it says breed baby animals, not adult animals. You know, I would like to apologize for my non-serious and not continuous lapse in any judgment. I think you should do exactly that. I put the looting tool on a sword and kill zombies for carrots and potatoes. Not a bad idea, honestly. Not a terrible idea at all. But yeah, as you can see, easily sorted. It gets a little bit more challenging to make a sugarcane farm underground. But yeah, I guess I have to pirate my own idea then, Toycat, if you get a patent on a cattle royale. It's such a good idea. Make the cows fight to the death. Cattle royale, I don't know. It's too good. I think you could make it like a video game. You get a movie tie-in. You get a, you know, you could do it endlessly. And it's all going to be just as good as the next thing. So now we're going to make a crafting table way, I guess, under here somewhere. We'll turn this into a crafting table. And then, so for now, put that there. Put the crafting table down. And then we need to make a chest, because I've got too many farming just ingredients that are starting to show up, that I think they need their own separate chest. And that separate chest can go, like, kind of back here, because obviously we need to have some space for it, and for it to seem kind of reasonable to go there. So now there's a farming chest in which goes my sugarcane, my mushrooms, and just, you know, I don't want to put this in there, but, like, that sort of stuff, right? And then we can start to separate our stuff by where we get it from, which is an important step in what we're trying to do here. But yeah, what do you reckon, chat? Should I do 100 days, but all I do is farm sugarcane? See how many sugarcane I can get by the end of the challenge? Seems like a fun time to me. Seems like everything I've ever wanted, honestly. And yeah, so now breed 2 cows, and then 2 more cows. See how well those baby animals count on our totals. It seems as though the chickens... This is probably the reason why you do fenced chickens rather than whatever I'm doing. Yeah, I think they've already bred, so we're going to now grow one of the babies up. Although they don't seem to want that. So we'll place a slab down there. What's the easiest slab block we have? I guess we'll use the crafting table to make a polished deep slate slab. And then we'll place a couple of those over here. Oh, that's the wrong way to place that slab. Place one over here and one over here. Now we can access the chickens easier, so we can grow this one up. That takes a lot of seeds to grow them up. And then we'll grow one of you up as well. And this is taking all my seeds. And then we can breed them together. And perfect. So now that just, it helps with the baby animal thing. It is a little bit silly, you might say, but it's fine. Yes, as long as you order a lobster roll. 100 days wasted. You should do 100 24-hour days. Would you do 100 days of sugarcane farming in your Let's Play world, or a brand new world beginning it with 1 sugarcane? I think a brand new world where you don't even know where the sugarcane's going to come from. What if the challenge is how many sugarcanes can you farm in that time? That sounds like a fun time, right? Sounds like the most fun time. I feel like your streams are the best content you make, says Orizaya. Thank you. Unless that's a backhanded compliment and everything else. But I'll take that as a thank you. I appreciate it a lot. You know, there's 2 ways to say something's good. You can say it's good, or you can say everything else is terrible. But if you say everything else is terrible, you might be actually saying, well, it's not good. It's just, it's not everything else, you know. Could be way worse. Okay, so then we'll breed some cows, because it's clearly been a minute. And I guess we honestly, like at this point, we might as well just start doing bone mealing. It's the best way to do stuff at this point and at any point. So chop it all down, plant it in, chop some more, all the way maxed, and in we go. And as you can see, we've now got 7 wheat. We'll go for 1 more. Actually, wait, the game has given me 1 more. No bone meal required. And so now we jump right back across, throw some of our seeds into some of our chickens. Okay, so they're harvesting it. We've got them kind of on an async thing going on here. Give you 2 guys a breed. All of you, maybe. Okay, that's fine. And there we go, 12 baby animals. It's very slow progress. It's not much, but it's honest work, chat. It's honest work. So that's a donkey that has spawned here now. Okay. So there is a saddle in the Nether. So honestly, oh no, I'm not trying to kill you. I want to die. I'm not trying to, I swear. I'm gonna tame you. You're gonna be mine. I'm gonna have a donkey. It's gonna be wonderful. Oh, he's tamed. Okay, get this right, chat. I have me a donkey. I don't think I'm ever going to need to ride an animal for this, but I like the idea. In fact, I bet, okay, this is my low quality guess. Based on the fact that all of the challenges have been a bit goofy, and there's a is mounted tag, I think if I ride this donkey in the Nether, it will count as riding a strider. That is my hot take. Let's see if I'm right. Ah, no, it knows. They know. Darn, my genius has been faltered. So we'll just throw him back through the portal, I guess. Is that easy to do? Does he not want... Okay, it sent me through the portal without my donkey. Maybe donkeys can't go back. Maybe it's like a one-way portal. So, Toycat, when do you plan on posting your ultimate guide video? I'm excited to see it. I'm glad that you're excited, first of all. I'm thinking of doing like a weekly thing of it. Like, rather than doing like it as a mega post all in one time, I was thinking of doing like, okay, this is one ultimate guide. Like, I know, like I feel like I did the 1.20 ones all in one day, right? Which was a fun way to do something, but also a little bit wild. So I think we'd step back from that and say like, okay, just once a week we'll take a look at a Minecraft topic and we'll do the ultimate thing for it. That to me seems logical. There are no striders here, by the way. How do we find striders? What are the strider rules, internet? Do I have to do something special? Do I have to summon them? It seems to shoo mobs away from the portal. I noticed it with pink piglins and zombie piglins. Did the game just assume that I wouldn't want to ride my donkey into the Nether, and so now it's dooming me to a donkeyless life? Because if so, that's poor form, I have to say. Very poor form. But yeah, I can dig all the blocks I like around here, but I'm not gonna find myself a strider, it seems. Kind of disappointing. Striders spawn more commonly in certain biomes. I have all the biomes. I got Crimson Forest. I got like the tiniest bit of Crimson Forest. Got the tiniest bit of Warp Forest. It counts as having all the biomes. I've got all the good ones, okay? Have you got Warp Fungus on a stick? You don't need it to ride the Strider, right? Only to get the Strider closer. Or you need it to make the Strider go in a certain direction. I'm willing to just live life on the edge and jump right off him. I think it shoos the mobs away from the portal because the Nether and Overworld coordinates don't match. Yeah, I think the Nether portal is clearly doing some weird shenanigans and it's covering up for those of whatever that is. But it's a shame because, like, how can I... Yeah, it's a shame because now my donkey's stuck. What do I do with it? I always find them by diving into lava. Okay, chat, you heard the comment. I have no independent thought, and so I have to go exactly with what this person says. I'm gonna die. Am I dead? Am I dead? I'm gonna... No, I'm not. Surprisingly. Really need to eat, though. I'm surprised how little food I've been sustaining myself with. So in the chest goes magma, these, just little random garbage that's starting to be picked up here and there. Needs to all go in the chest. I never get to watch Toycat actually live because of work, so tuning on my break is awesome. Hey, good to see you, Valak. Hope you're doing wonderfully today. I'm glad I see you as much as I hope that you're glad you see me. I mean, I can't see you. I can imagine that you're there, and I can ascribe that to sight, even though it's not. Eat the cake, treat yourself. You know what, chat? Okay, we're gonna do it. Let's go wild. Let's take the cake, and let's do it. Oh yeah, look at this. Oh yeah, whole cake, all the way to the max. Look how much healing that cake's gonna give me too. It's gonna be incredible. You're gonna be mind blown at the amount of healing it does, chat. Absolutely mind blown. When you see, you're never gonna wanna go back. Also, that's my 15th baby animal. Let's look at the world border as it expands. Oh, we get a chest. We got a chest. Oh, flowers. Yeah, I'm exciting. And sheep, which I actually, I think I want the sheep, but I guess not that badly. That's food at least. You know, I needed food. Thank you, Wolf. Glad to have a good, friendly guy to help me out on things like this. And then I guess I'll cook up some netherrack into nether brick or something. Yeah, we'll cook a whole stack of it, actually. Let's go crazy. Let's get some food. We'll cook it. We'll eat it right now just to keep the hunger cycle moving. And, yeah, let's also finally get rid of this big tree mess thing. It's just ridiculous, right? I don't have an axe. I should have an axe. So we'll make a good axe. I could go diamond, but I think I need a netherite hoe for whatever reason later. We'll chop down this wood that's just, you know, it's clearly in the wrong place. Get out of here. Not okay. Will you bring back Super Flat on a new map, says Harry Peanut. I was thinking of starting a new Super Flat world after 1.2030 comes out. That is my current plan. I'm excited for it. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so speaking of seeing how things go, this is a nice little world. Is that a new chest over there too? Did I get 2 new chests for the... I think I get a lot of new chests, maybe. Nope, just 2. It's very, very odd choicing, but that works for me. To sleep we'll go, and in the morning, we will enjoy a brand new chest. Oh, collectible in every color is the challenge. That's why it's giving me the... I don't know why I didn't read that, but I should have. Also, carrots. Sand is nice too, I guess. Oh, we can make a cactus farm. I don't think we need one, but I'm worried the game will throw it on me later that we do. And so it's better to be safe than sorry on this sort of stuff. I'm gonna have to make my own desert because there's not one around here. I can do that. Yeah, we'll just make a little, we'll make a, on top of this farm, we'll place our cactus. Because cactus doesn't need all that other stuff. Yeah, that seems like a, oh, that was weird. Oh. The map's broken. Okay, let's not try and place our sand on top of the sugarcane. And instead, let's go over here. We'll kind of like dig out a part of the hole in the mountain. And we'll place it just in a nice simple pattern. No, nothing too crazy, nothing too fancy. Just enough that the cactus will grow. Because they obviously have to be grown in this weird little pattern like this. And we'll grow as many cactus as the game has given me, because that seems like a reasonable number. So 322 doesn't work, it has to be 332. Which looks something a bit like this. And then remove the blocks around it. Okay, let's go. Is this good? Looks good to me. I'll keep the other sand around for something or other. But that is 8 cacti. I don't think we'll even need them, but you can never take the risk on these things. Oh wait, for green dye, we do. We need him for green dye, obviously. So that's 2 of my dyes covered right there. You don't need carrots or potatoes for any dye, but I will grow the carrots regardless, just in case we need pigs later. It's kind of fun to like, you know, the challenges have been so wildcard that genuinely we don't know what we're going to need until it comes up, which is kind of fun in a weird way by itself. So, yeah, I guess we'll start a carrot farm right over here. On the other side of the, you know, we'll just grow them here. Just free spaces for carrots. We don't need that many carrots, right? And, yeah, we won't need that many wheat seeds soon as well. It'll be all wonderful. Also, the number of chickens we will have soon should render the entire point of all of this thing. So, wool is harder now thanks to the dog murdering the 2 sheep the game gave you. Oh, the game gave me the sheep specifically for... Oh, God, right. Yeah, of course. I need wool in... Oh, yeah. I see the challenge the game has... Man, okay. You messed up, Minecraft. Okay. So we'll group these into stacks to make space in the chest. Nice and easy. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start doing dyes. So the only dyes we don't have here, I guess we can like make 1 of each real easily. So we got brown and we got white covered. Are they gone? Yes, they are. So now we need to make this into white dye. We actually don't, but it's going to be used with other things at some point. Then we're going to have an orange dye and a pink dye. So that's nice and easy to sort. Pink and orange. Just like that, right? And then just imagine my inventory, but not broken. If you can do it, I can believe in you. Okay, so we'll eat both of those. Now we can take a wither rose. We're going to want to have 2 red tulips for sure. And then also we want to have an oxeye daisy because it's grey, maybe? It can't be white. Yeah, it's light grey, black, and 2 reds, because one of those reds is going to go over white to make a pink. Unless we already have the pink, we already do have the pink. So as you can see, we've got up to 7 of the colors. 2 of those are going to come from cactus, green and green-white. One of those is black dye, so that's up to 10 now. So getting the wool is actually going to be the harder part of this. That is almost 100% going to be true now. So that is now the light blue dye sorted. Light blue dye sorted. We have 11 of the dye colors, if you count the cactus, which maybe we shouldn't prematurely count the cactus. Dark blue dye comes from a cornflower. What is this? What are we going to get from it? We get light gray dye again, which I don't really want or need. There is time to farm the spider spawner again. I refuse to go back to the spider spawner. You can't send me back. I won't go. It doesn't work correctly, damn it. So instead what I'll do, to preserve my sanity, after a little bit of a farm run here, like in the world, by the way, coming together nicely. Takes a little bit of adjustment, but that's fine. Yellow flower, says Dazed and Confused. Yeah, there's a yellow flower around here somewhere, and there's also that purpley looking one, magenta maybe. So that'll be real good. We're gonna really clean up the place just so we can have better sight lines and less likely to be ambushed by something in the night, which will be important for not dying, because we are deep in the challenges now, for what it's worth. Okay, so these are definitely purple, right? Magenta, that counts. And then there are yellow flowers. I did see them too. Yeah, there's yellow flowers over here. And those yellow flowers are something good too. So yellow flower equals yellow dye. And magenta is magenta dye. That brings us up nicely to 11 colors plus 2 for the greens. So then we need to go get blue from lapis. That's 14. And then we're just missing, I don't even know the colors. I think you might have purple as well as magenta. Purple is blue and red, but you can't craft blue and red, can you? Yeah, you might be able to craft blue and red. So we just need, and then blue, light blue, we've already got light blue. So we just need blue, purple, and cyan, which is blue and green. Okay, so once we get blue dye and our cactus grows, we'll be good to go. We don't even need the cactus to grow. We could chop it down prematurely. Obviously not the goal, but we could just do it. So we'll harvest some cows. We'll make sure the chickens go big. There's going to be a lot of chickens soon. It'll be a very big KFC batch. And harvest the sugarcane because I think enchanting could be a real big deal. Unlikely, but it could be. Always worth having sugarcane on the off chance it's useful. Which is all the time because it's such a great block, of course. So I'm glad we left a little bit of space for the the cactus, because I didn't realize till just now that we didn't have enough space for the sugarcane farm. And in it goes. Look at all of that we have. Ridiculous. And yeah, so we need 2 sheep and we need all of this. I'm not going to make that much wool at a farm, and I'm also not going to make that much wool if there's dogs lying around. So I've got to kill dogs. If they kill my sheep, they ruin my game. That sucks, but it is true. Also, we need dark gray. Oh, we got light gray, but not dark gray. So we take one of these black with roses. We combine it with a lily of the valley. Okay, so white plus black equals gray. And so now we've got that. Yeah, we're just missing the 2 greens and cyan. 2 greens and cyan. And then that's... Oh, because the white wool is counting for both. So yeah. And then purple. Purple... So we need blue for every other color remaining. And then we need 2 sheep. So there's no way to make sheep spawn in Minecraft, sadly. You know, as much as we might try. So instead what we're going to do is we're just going to run around the world, kind of doing some nice activities, making the world a little bit nicer. I think this is what you've got to do when you're hoping for random chance. Especially in a limited size world, we can't just run endlessly looking for sheep. Oh, there we go. Perfectly. Okay. So as you can see, sadly, it seems as though killing the guy was necessary. And while we wait for his partner to spawn, we're going to get the sheep into a safe place. There's only one place in this world I can say is definitely safe enough for a sheep chat. And I think we all know what it is. I think there's only one option that is going to guarantee that no matter what happens, the sheep will be 100% safe enough. And obviously, it's right here. Actually, we could use one sheep if we just shear enough times. So thankfully, I kept the shears from earlier. And we'll just try to get him as he comes round. Get some wool, sort it all out. So, yeah, hopefully we find another sheep and we can breed them. If we don't, it's not so bad. I guess we have to let the sheep out if we want him to... Do you think a sheep can eat while he's in a minecart? What do you reckon, chat? I mean, he is surrounded by grass. Oh, he can! What the heck? Yes, I love it. I love it. Minecraft is a perfect game, and if anyone tells me otherwise, I will strongly have to disagree with you. That is just not the way it works. It is the most beautifully crafted game we have ever seen, and we do not deserve Minecraft sometimes. So oh wow, he is eating fast too. He's not just, I guess because he's surrounded by grass all the time. It's working out in my favor quite nicely. So yeah, while we wait for another sheep to spawn, we will actually chop down our cactus now because we finally got a couple of them grown. I'm gonna keep on. I'm gonna keep doing the nice things around here, just making the world a little bit nicer for future me. I will appreciate this hopefully. And sheep time relatively. It's like eating on a roller coaster. Imagine eating like gum off the ground while you're on a roller coaster because you kind of come close to it. I wouldn't say it makes sense, but I would say I'm glad that someone's eating the gum off the ground. Honestly, we should encourage people to eat gum from the ground, right? Like, you know how you can like rent a goat or a sheep to come on your land and like, you know, eat all the stuff that you don't want to? We should just find a bunch of like, you know, like, I don't know, we have problems with like malnourished children, right? We should just be like, okay, look, here's the deal. We know that you're going to be eating weird things anyway. And it takes a lot of like time and effort to clean the gum here. Be like a sheep and clean it up. You know, why do we think that, you know, it's a nice treat for baby goats, but that's a weird thing to do for human beings? There's no logic as to why. It's because we're crazy. That's why. Also, yeah, I think the sheep is acting like a lawnmower. Yeah, I think we should allow humans to act like lawnmowers, but for gum. A gum mower, if you will. Yeah, okay, so we have we actually almost have enough wool already. If we smelt this green up nice and early, we'll be in there good. So, yeah, this is still running, by the way. Nice. I get a lot of XP from the nether brick. I don't think I'll need this, but if I do, I'm going to seem so smart for pre-smelting that, right? And, yeah, now we don't want to put the seeds away. We do want to put looting away, because at some point we'll need it. Probably not now. Same with the ender pearls. Like, I bet this is all going to be useful. But I've got to start prioritizing my inventory, and that is precisely what I'm doing. Just dye the sheep each color, and then we'll shear him. Yeah, that is often the easier way of doing certain dyes. But I already have the dyes, like, lying around, right? So we'll dye him green this time, and then shear him. Oh, I guess because the tick speed is increased, maybe. I think that's a weird thing about this world. It probably influences how fast he goes round. So we'll give him a little lime green now that we've dyed him. Can we do that? You can't dye them while they're unsheared, maybe. That seems possible. It makes sense that there's nothing to dye. But it also feels a bit weird still. So, just dye the sheep and clip it a few times in each color. I think that definitely takes more time than just getting one dye and doing it that way. But I like the idea, so I'm gonna do it anyway. So, it's my first stream in quite a while, says KMB. How's it going, KMB? You having a good time? I am having the best time of my life. I've made a sheep roller coaster. I'm getting all the dye colors in Minecraft. Life could not be better. I mean, yeah, no, I'm standing by that. Life could not be better. 0 ways that my life can improve right now. And that's a good place for me to be. So now we're going to make every other dye color. So we take, oh god, messy inventory. We take all the ones that we have, and we'll make those into wools. So we want a orange, a yellow, a light blue, a magenta, and a black, and a light gray. I'm pretty sure those are all brand new colors. It's a little bit confusing to follow. Where did all the walls go? I crafted them, but where are they? Chat, do you... Oh, I crafted the same wool each time. And it counted. That's annoying. Yeah, it works. Pink and a red and a grey. So we'll make sure to put the white in there. A grey. And a red. And a pink. I'm feeling pretty good getting back into the Minecraft swing of things. I think it's always good to take a break from something that you can get, like, really immersed in. Because then you understand, like, you know, like, am I just in this because it's habit? Or, like, I think you appreciate things a lot more by doing them through active choice sometimes than by feeling like you're being forced into certain things. That's just my observation, at least. Who knows if that matches what's going on with your world. But I hope you're doing great anyway. So, it could even just be like, I feel like that's why the idea of a holiday, right? Like, to a lot of people, a holiday is this, like, form of excess. Like, you do something crazy, you just go somewhere and people look after you in it. It's nuts. But I think the idea of, like, you don't have to go somewhere for it, but having time where it's like, yeah, there is nothing to do besides, having time where you, oh, God, that was worthless. Having time where there's specifically nothing to do allows your brain to actually start thinking about the things that you're usually too busy to think about. Because being too busy to get thoughts done is, like, a handy coping mechanism for some people, but also a terrible life strategy. So now we're going to make some... yeah, I think we can finally say the last time I took a break was in 2016 after the combat update came out until Update Aquatic was revealed. I think the cool thing about Minecraft is, like, a lot of people do just go like, yeah, I can kind of take a... I feel like it's the easiest game to get back into. There's no like, oh yeah, well I missed out this huge meta key thing, blah, 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 blah. It's like, no. Minecraft's the same game as when you left it, just with some cool new features that you can discover at your own pace. Blue, purple, cyan. So I need blue dye for all of those, right? That goes, I think that is fair to say. And so let's make sure we get those. We'll put the seeds, the sugarcane, and 1 wheat in there. We'll craft the rest of the wheat into 9 bread. This is the most food I've had in forever. We'll make a hay bale, actually. Most food I've had in forever. I'm going to quickly check the nether. I have to keep doing it, right? There might eventually be something good in there. Now, let's see. So, you can still improve your life. You need to make a red bed. You're right. This is a step I need to do before anything else. Okay. That's bad. Oh, so all of my mobs that come into the nether with me get trapped in here. Oh, wait, is that Strider? No, no Strider. How do we encourage a Strider to spawn? Unless they're way down there somewhere, which, yeah, could be. Let's jump down onto a hay bale, and let's find out. Unless there's one in a lava pit down here that we just don't see. I don't think that's likely. Make a netherite mine. The thing is, what am I going to really want to upgrade to netherite? Oh, also, there's no, I don't have a template. I can't upgrade to netherite yet. I hope I get a template soon. Is there a bastion nearby? I hope there's a bastion nearby. Use the nether to bypass the board. Okay, can't go that way. So, yeah, there's no striders down here. That goes... That's sad, but kind of makes sense. We'll get some XP, actually, for in case the enchantment needs to be done. Like, I like quartz. Oh, Strider! Okay. So, we've got a baby Strider. Do we just have to grow him up? Do we sit here and wait till he grows? He likes warped, fungus, right? So, oh, that's an adult Strider, I think. Don't know how it happened, but I'll take it. Oh, okay. I need to get over there. I need to get over to the Strider. He's so cute. He needs me. He needs me real bad. Oh, okay. So, yeah, warp fungus would go real good about now. But we can't get a warp fungus until we ride the Strider. That is the fun catch that we find ourselves embroiled in. So what we'll do is we'll play things a bit risky. I am going to deliberately have golden apples on me. It won't save my life, but it gives me time. And then we're going to trap him in a little box so that he doesn't murder me. Sometimes that's what you gotta do in life. You gotta make sure your friends don't murder you. You know, is it really your friend if there's not an attempted murder attempt every now and then? Okay, so... Yeah! Howdy, cowboy! Oh, I got the next... Okay, so I'm gonna get off right now. Oof. I'm gonna trap you in here, though, buddy. I think you're very cute. Oh, no, what are you doing? Okay, I'm gonna make a little maze. There we go, that's fine. Okay, so now he's going to stay right here. And if I need him in the future, he's going to stay there. I just think that's for the best. So reaching experience level 30 is quite easily done in the Nether, to be fair to it. But I'm going to come back here and do that, because I'm going to do some stuff in the overworld where I'm getting experience. So it makes sense to do it that way around. You should have the golden apple ready just in case. Yeah, it's always a good backup plan, right? And, oh yeah, look how tall my Nether is. There's so much going on up there now that I didn't even see before. We should go up there soon. Obviously, for now, we're going to chop down one of these. I say obviously. I just like the idea of having some funky blue build in my overworld. Yeah, we'll use this and we'll grow some mangrove propagules or something. Oh, we'll just use this in the redwood. Make a nice little shack. This map adds the world border to bedrock. Yeah, they've got like a custom coded in one. I do feel like there's a lot of tools that Minecraft could make themselves that they kind of like outsource to map makers. And it's kind of good in a way. But also it's like, I don't know, it's there's something that's missing when it's done by a mod maker or map maker versus when Mojang does something like this, right? I can never describe what that is correctly, but there's a reason why modded Minecraft is never quite as popular as the default. I think there's a surprising amount of power in the default. Like, one of the most interesting examples of this, like, kind of philosophically, is opt-in organ donation. The way most systems used to work... Oh, please don't kill me. The way most systems used to work is when you die, you could donate your organs to someone once you're definitely dead, right? You can donate your organs to someone, and then... Also, I think Minecraft has crashed. You can donate your organs to someone if they need them to survive and you are dead, and so isn't that beautiful? However, by default, most systems started opt-in. Like, yeah, if you feel like doing it, you can. And so there's a really weird thing where, by changing it to opt-out, in theory, the choice is still the same. Do you want to donate organs or not? And they just ask, do you not want to donate organs or yes? And by just making it like, yeah, it's assumed that you do want to unless you say otherwise, the amount of people who do obviously increases. And it makes sense that people choose the path of least resistance. But if you make the path of least resistance the one which is most beneficial to the largest number of people, it changes things. But also it changes people's opinions on things. Like going back to Minecraft, when something is seen like, oh yeah, just like everyone does it, it's like, yeah, I'll get on board with that. That seems fun. But if it's like you'll be the only one, you're worried like, oh no, if I do this, then I'll be that one weird guy where they're like, yes, we should kill this man so we can take his organs. And you know, to be fair, like I want to say that's a crazy thought, but I'd be lying if I said it doesn't go through my head a tiny bit. Like, we've got a self-preservation instinct that says, even if there's a small chance that someone will use this information to murder you, maybe you shouldn't do it, you know? So we'll eat the pork chops now. Love a good bit of porky. Then we're going to build something out of these two planks, I think. Like, just over here, maybe? Just have a nice little shed. I think it's this that needs the shed around it, honestly. So we'll go... The farm area... Yeah, we'll have like the farm area be kind of separated from the thing around it. Have a nice wall that keeps it feeling good. So I don't know if this wall will achieve any good, but actually, should we make these into fences? Yeah, I'll make them into fences. That's my fun idea. So we'll make some sticks out of oak. So just a lot of oak to make a lot of sticks. Where are the sticks at? There are the sticks at. Then make a lot more sticks, a lot more planks, so we can make a lot more sticks. Oh yeah, and then now we can put some of the spare sticks and some of the spare planks away. And then we can make some warped fences and some crimson fences. And then we can now make a pen for these animals that isn't dug in. I think it'll look a bit better. I don't think we have to buy our organs in the UK. Also, why in the world do you want to keep your organs when you're dead? I want my organs to rot on the ground with me. Thank you very much. I think some people do have genuine religious objections. Like I think the most realistic cause is people saying something like what I said, where it's like, you know, I'd love to, but I'm not sure if I trust the surgeons to make the right call at the right time. It's against their ethical code, but people do unethical things all the time, and I'd rather it not be my life that's on the line when that happen. You know, like that's a theory. But I think that's why you got to make it kind of like defaulted in some way. So now we can have warped fences connect both of these. Except through here, of course, where it'll be changed. And then we can have some crimson fences here and here. Isn't that nice? I think it's beautiful, chat. And then we'll do the same, but over here. I've got some sugarcane there right now, so this was a poor design, actually. You know what? Yeah, we'll just move it. Place the block over here. And over here. Oh, but then it looks like it's not multicolor except from this side. On this side, you can see it perfectly. On this side, it looks like I'm just... Oh, oops. So now we let the cows out. And we're going to build them a fenced-in area, hopefully. Oh, no, 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 don't go this way. We build them a nice fenced-in area. And then we deliberately make sure the walls on all the other sides are too high to get through. So you guys, this is not what I meant. This is not free roam. Okay, you know, they'll fall back into the... They'll fall back in. It's fine. And then we'll put some fences up on here, maybe. Yep, there we go. Okay, so besides this little hole out... okay, now we have solved the problem. Cows can come in, but they can't leave. Which is exactly what we need. And then we'll dig you down. Okay, so this is a very big cow farm, and then we'll have to separate it later into cow and chickens, but we don't need to deal with that right now. In Scotland, we have opt-out system where everyone is a donor. Right, it's such an interesting difference that it makes, despite not changing anything. And so when Minecraft says, oh, you can make that yourself, it's so different to, we will make it, and then it's the same for everyone. Because now instead, like, even, I think if hardcore was a thing invented by... you know, like players, like hard difficulty, but when you die, it's over. No one would take it seriously. It functions the same as if it is, but because it's a real game mode you can see and you can try out for yourself, it changes the way that it affects, you know, it changes the way the community deals with it. And in some ways, that's for the worse. I mean, like, I'm not gonna lie and say it's always perfect, but it's still so incredibly interesting to me. So, yeah, I need to make a hole down now, I think. I think over here I'll do it. So 4 blocks to the right. Or I could do it in my base, actually. We'll see where the... Okay, so over here. 4 blocks to the right would be like here, I think. It's a little bit of a dangerous game to just kind of hope that that's right. But we'll check the coordinates. 2736, 366. I'll make a hole down there just to make getting down easier. For now, though, we're looking for lapis. I did find lapis forever ago. Not the last time I played this challenge, so I know it is down there. But it's like diamond lair, so we just dig, and we hope that we find good things. It's a good system, works out sometimes. Shy Guy says, what's your next challenge gonna be? I vote on Ultra Flat. It depends on when the update comes out. I think playing Ultra Flat would be fun. A lot of people who enjoyed the map would love to see me do a full playthrough from scratch. And it's fun because it's been enough time that I think I've forgotten enough things to actually make it you know, not just like, oh yeah, here's me doing the map I know all the stuff for. And therefore, hopefully make it more enjoyable, entertaining, unique in some ways. So eat the cooked pork chop, and then get the bread out, and I think we're ready to go mining. So, or maybe instead of mining, we can fall down. That looks like water from here. It's a big risk to take, but there we go, we're great. Okay, so down here, we found the diamonds before, right? Are we going to find lapis, or are we going to have to strip mine for them? So it's very dark, has to be said. Not in a good way. Yeah, around this corner, we might find some lapis. Who knows? I'd be very careful that I don't find a skulky... Oh, actually, wait. Experience, chat. Ah, look at this. XP sorted. Yeah, I am so glad I came here. And also, we're going to be looking for things at the same time. I love that, you know, like it used to be that the best way to get XP was you go to the Nether. If you have a deep dark and you have a decent hoe, like this doesn't have, you know, any decent enchantments on it, but if you have efficiency on this, the speed you can get levels, absolutely unrivaled. And then also you make the place look nicer. I really like it. You can grow cornflowers using bone meal. Those would give you blue dye too. Yeah, that's honestly, that's probably the easier way to do it from right now. I think you're right. I think I messed up by doing it this way. Also, I could have gotten wool from down here. I wasn't thinking about the deep dark. But it's fun that there are lots... A good Minecraft challenge should give you different ways to do it. Because that's what Minecraft itself is meant to be good for. So, yeah, we'll dig this down a few blocks so that when we place more around it, it will hopefully all go away. Okay, here's my idea, chat. to make sure the water stays, or at least gets less messy. It will hopefully flow into there. We grab the most disposable block we have. We can use gravel, I think, honestly. Okay. So when we place the gravel... No, gravel won't work. It's going to be more permanent. So all of this comes from one block. Oh, we can still place gravel. So it all comes from up there. And now all we do is we let it flow down. Wait for it to be like fairly gone. And then we break the gravel and it does the exact same thing. But with the lovely little change of not flowing all over the ancient city. Oh, no, I'm wrong. Oh, it's because it goes... Wait, where does it go? Is it... Why is it going over here so weirdly? So we'll place some tuff. And then we'll place some blocks on this side, maybe? You ever had fresh foie gras? So good. Oh, I've had life-changingly terrible foie gras and life-changingly good foie gras, but it's one of those things where it's like, you know, I will never seek it out. It makes me feel bad. It's always got to be like, well, it's here, and if you know, it's like I feel like, I don't know. It's I'm not one to like split hairs and ethicality, but it's like it's a little bit weird feeling. I feel like if it was like insanely good, you could be like, well, I'll ignore the ethics for this, in the same way that everyone does for cheeseburgers, right? But it's not that level of good to me. We're gonna make a diamond hoe because we are gonna upgrade it to netherite, and we do need to get this XP, right? This seems ridiculous, but the only reason I know you're getting a netherite hoe is because of the marketing images for this map. It could be that they're lying and they're making a joke, and I've made a diamond hoe for no reason. I will feel very silly if that is true, and I really hope that it is not. But yeah, the diamond hoe, the premier experience mining tool. Absolutely recommended. So, yeah, I guess we're gonna go start a strip mine now. That's a creeper. Ooh, terrifying creeper. Very terrifying creeper. Oh, there's more skulk over here. That leads me into a lava pit, which is scary. But it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. So that's level 20. The next 10 levels will be a little bit harder. I think we might be best doing the Nether method. But, yeah, if Tis Grey doesn't count, then should be pink. Wait, what am I reading? What dyes do you have left, Toycat says, Beth and Alan? I am just looking for the blue-based dyes, so I need to get cornflowers. If my overworld biome is a plains, KMB gave the smart idea that we can just grow a cornflower there. And so we don't get lapis soon, that's my plan. We're looking for blue dye, and I'm hoping we can get some. And if we don't, it's no problem. And if we do, it's a good thing. But if we don't, no problem. Absolutely no problem. Pickaxe is about to bake. You know, it's funny to me how, like, I think this is fear in a nutshell, right? Some people have fear activate way too early, like caution. If you've got 30% of the pickaxe to go, it's not almost broken. It's readily available to use. The only time you should be concerned if you've got 30% of the pickaxe left to go is if you have no idea when it will be at 10% and you don't want it to die. You know, like, it's like, I don't know, imagine the check engine light, right? Imagine if there was a check the check engine light. You wouldn't have to stop driving the car because the check engine light was on. You'd have to be like, oh yeah, at some point, presumably, that means that my check engine light would come on, but I wouldn't know about it. So I should be cautious about that, but also it won't end my life. That's what you got to assume, right? Is that like, yes, at some point I won't know when the check engine light comes on, which means that I won't know when there is an engine fault. But for now, we're going to be fine. And probably for a while, because how often does one of those come on? Like, just statistically, I'm going to do just great. Also, we're going to light these up. I always think that's a fun thing to do with these places. Just bring a little bit of light into it. So there's no lapis that I can see anywhere around here, surprisingly. I remember there being lapis, but I'm remembering incorrectly, clearly. So we're going to go up to the surface. We're going to try the other way. And we're going to do it using the weird hardcore item it gives me, because we can't get rid of it, so we're going to use it for something. When you use this and then you go back to the overworld, it's kind of broken and just spawns you right in your base, which works out nicely for me. And then we're going to put some bone meal down. Okay, that's not what I was hoping for, cornflower-wise. Okay, there's no cornflowers there either. There's no cornflowers here either. Oh no. Well, there goes my genius idea. But yeah, I place a boat near the border, sit in it, and then get out. You'll be on the other side of the border. So if it was the Java world border, that would work. But because it's some random map makers, there's a chance it works and a chance it murders me. But, you know, I'll take those odds. I'll take those odds. Those sound like very fun odds, to be fair. I feel like I'll have a good time either way. So in goes the apple. And maybe the quartz. And maybe the seeds. No, we're good. In goes the cobbled deep slate. And now we need to hope for more bones. Like, what do we do? I guess we just go back down. We admit to ourselves we thought this would work sooner than it did, and it did not. Also, I'm gonna have to use this lime green wool for something now. I've clearly got too much of it. So yeah, I see the pickaxe has more durability than I thought. Just looking out for you, Toy Cat. Oh yeah, I totally agree. It's like but it's interesting how many people have like the caution on like, yeah, you know, like a pickaxe is fine until it's right at the edge, then it's worth repairing. If you're gonna fully upgrade something, the most value from a full upgrade, or you know, imagine if you go to the hospital and they sold a health kit at the hospital like they do in video games, and it was $100, and it was you will be back to full health. It would be worth, when you have a cough, it would be worth waiting until you got cancer to take that kit, right? If you had one of those for your entire life, especially. Okay, I thought that was a skeleton, but it's a tree. Definitely not embarrassing. But it would be worth, waiting, right? It'd be worth being like, well, you know, it costs $100 to heal everything, so let's wait until it's quite serious. This is kind of the idea behind waiting times. And, like, I know, prescriptions, fees, and various things like that. Like, charging people and then making them think, okay, if I'm going to pay a charge, wait till it's serious and get my money's worth. Because getting money's worth for things that are expensive but not paid for by you is something that is very hard to do. So, yeah, getting this blue dye is a nightmare. Where do you think... Okay, so this isn't a... So I've got to go to the plains biome, I'm realizing, but this isn't a plains. This might be a plains over here. No, it's a forest. Oh, there are cornflowers right there, so that is a good sign. If I can just get some more bone meal, which I can do. Okay, so if I want bone meal, this is very rare this ever comes up in standard Minecraft chat, but today is the day where it does. Let me show you something incredible. We're going to make a composter. How often do you see people making composters? The answer is never. No one ever makes a composter. But we're going to use it for our sugarcane. Yeah. And we're going to use the sugarcane to get more bone meal. Oh, sorry. Crops. Oh, that was carrots. You deserve better carrots. You deserve better. So we will place these carrots down. And then I'm guessing these are already carroted. And then the other carrots we'll just like eat. And then throw into the composter. So the composter can go right next to this chest. Because obviously that's the most logical thing for it. And this is one of the real places that sugarcane shines in my mind. You can use sugarcane to make bone meal in my mind. And boom, every 13 sugarcane equals 1 bone meal. And so yeah, if you set up a automatic sugarcane farm, you could technically turn it into an automatic bone meal farm, I guess. Okay, so there we go. So now we've got 4 of these. So yeah, I think composters are actually useful in some weird situations. I just find that 90% of the times you think they're useful, it's never as useful as you think it's going to be. So now we're going to remove all the grass here to make sure the flower has as good chance of growing as possible. And we're going to try. The fact that we're getting yellow flowers is a good sign. Yellow and blue seems to be like about as common as each other. I think I grew some on the other side of the border, which is disappointing. And we didn't get any over here, but that's fine. And lots and lots and lots of yellow flowers. Not what I'm going for, though. Not what I am going for. I think this is a fair shot to go for, though. It's a fair chance. It might work out, and it might not. Yellow is way more common. Yeah, I think the idea is really good, because sometimes it works. But this is why you might choose to prefer just going down, finding lapis. I think I would have found some by now, to be fair. I think I missed it. Where'd you get cactus from? It's from one of the chests they give you when the world expands. It's a fun little premise, huh? So you use light blue and black together, Toy Cat. Light blue and black together. That's a fun idea. That should be how it works, right? Can you hop it to a composter and put it under one to collect the bone meal? Good idea for an auto farm. Yeah, you totally can. I think I might have that in my super flat for just dealing with like various things I pick up. Okay, so 6 more bone meal. If this doesn't work, then I can just assume it never will, which is fine. But yeah, let's get some cow chops going. Once we get a significant number of these guys, I guess it also works out as a good source of experience. Something I love to be able to see. And now we can fill in their hole in the ground, I think. Oh, no, we don't have to. It's fine. We do need to work out a way for ourselves to get out of here, so we'll place a slab, like, here, maybe. Oh, we could just slab up the hole, maybe. Yep, just put the slab there. Put a slab on top of that slab. And now I can jump over the edge. Now we eat some more wheat while making some more wheat, because that's very important. What is a cow chop, Toycat? Oh, a cow chop is one of the most important nutritional foods that you can have in your diet. You really need to make sure the cow chop is in there. So, yeah, with that said, if I don't get on these 6 bone meal, then life is a lie and I should just give up on it. However, oh no. Oh, yeah, we're not getting it. There are cornflowers just over there. But despite this being a plains or a mountainous, maybe just down there would be slightly better. Oh, no. It wasn't anything. Oh, no, that's yellow. Oh, thank God we got blue finally. Okay, so here's the fun thing about when you get 1. That took me forever, but now we can use that with this. Place this down, place one of those. And now we get way more blue dyes. Which is exactly what we need. So we'll place one of these in there raw. And then we'll make... Oh, hello, spider. How's it going? Hope you're doing wonderfully today. And now we just need to make a crafting table. I've got too many crafting tables, but that's okay. Make this a double chest, because clearly that's important. And now, boom, let's start making the magic work. So 1 blue dye. Great. Oh, so I'm just inventory spam. It's a whole problem. 1 blue dye. Wonderful. Now we combine that blue dye with a green dye to make a cyan dye. Then we combine these with 2 white wools. And we get the blue wool. And we get the cyan wool. That brings me up to 15. And you know how we get to the last step here? We add a red to one of those blues that we have. So you can't just mix red and blue wool. It has to be red and blue dye. So red and blue makes purple. Grab whatever color. You know, I'm not going to need cyan wool ever. There we go. 16th color of wool. So now crafting a honey block is the challenge, which is... Oh. Okay, so the way you get honey is you put a... You just have to milk a finished beehive, right? Are there any beehives here? Okay, that's a beehive. How do we let it, like, germinate? Like, there's plenty of flowers around it, and it hasn't. Do we just grow enough trees until one eventually does that? How do we milk the bees? I don't know. But how do we make it grow? I know how we can stop it from hurting us. But does it just do it by itself? Oh, and we don't just need to milk the bees once, we need to do it multiple times. Ugh. Okay, so we're gonna have to bone meal a lot of trees. We're gonna go absolutely hog wild here, but it's hopefully gonna be worth it. Also, we're gonna take all of these bushes away. You know, we'll just grow them over here. No, why do I want sweet berries? It's one of those silly farms that you just make for the sake of making, but it doesn't work this way. Okay, so yeah, we'll put it over here, and I'll put that over there, and we got more than we'll ever want in our lifetime. Then we'll throw in our brown and our weird mushrooms. Just put it away, hide it in the chest where it can't hurt me anymore. I don't know how we got another red mushroom, but put it in the chest where it can't hurt me. And so now we need to get a lot of these beehives, and then also we need them to... Okay, so that one's gone full. No, it's not gone full. Oh, Christ. So how do we make the bees happy? You can breed bees with flowers, and once you get enough bees, they just start doing things, right? Okay, so... yeah, we need glass bottles. That goes without saying. We've got some sand, so we'll make those now. And under the pit, put a campfire. But that's not how you make them grow honey, right? Like, we're going to need a campfire to make them fine. But do they just randomly do it by themselves? You know, do you know what the question I'm asking is? Maybe I'm asking it wrong. Maybe I am wrong with my question in the fact that it's being asked. But yeah, we can do this. It's a nice, easy one. So we need more than 3 bottles. We're going to need at least another one too, by the way. And then also we're going to group the buckets together. Yeah, we need to grow a lot of trees. So they should be oak trees near a flower, and then they've got like a small chance of growing into something. The tick speed is crazy high, and there's a lot of flowers over here, so we'll just make this our dedicated section for doing that. Lots and lots and lots of trees. We're gonna have so much wood after this. We can build something absolutely wild in this area if we want to. But yeah, that should be good for now, I think. Just a lot of trees for a lot of bees. 5% means we need to do this, what, like 40 times on average? But yeah, let's go make the campfire. It's automatic. Use shears to harvest the honey. Shears would give you honeycomb. A bottle gives you honey bottles. So now we need to get a better axe, because we're going to be doing this a lot, it seems. Or we could skip and go to the Nether and just pretend that our problems aren't existing. Is the tick speed responsible for all the thunderbolts? Oh, yeah, that explains... I wonder why they decided to set the tick speed up. There's a lot of things this map could have explained. It's fine that they didn't. It's confusing that they didn't. But there's a lot of things they chose not to. And it's quite an interesting one that they did. So, yeah, we are slowly... We got some bone meal, so we could just grow stuff automatically. I think this is a poor-ish use of bone meal, though, so not in love with that. Sees here's lightning, cries an ultra flat, says Beth and Adeline. Exactly! You know, it's exactly how I feel. I'm glad it's not just me. So if we want to make, okay, so we're going to put this iron axe away. Well, actually, we'll chop down a few trees of the iron axe. Like, make sure we get value from it, and so we appreciate our diamond axe. One of the most important things about things that are good in life is that you rarely appreciate them if you haven't had things that are bad. Like, a lot of people are just like, yeah, money just buys it. It's really important, like, for a lot of things is, like, understanding, like, what a bad version is, so you understand what a good version is. And it's weird to me because some people have kind of the opposite thing going on, where they're just like, oh, yeah, I don't even... what I think is bad is actually something really good because it's all I've ever known. Or what I think is okay is something that's incredible. And so, like, you know, like, there's a weird thing about raising your standards, where raising your standards is fine if your life quality is improving. But if you have crazy standards for something, you know, if I think this diamond axe is what punching trees is meant to be, or I'm like, oh, yeah, an enchanted netherite axe is the real ideal, but I guess we can make do of this. It changes the perspective on things a lot. Okay, I'm going to feed these bees together. I need to deliberately make as many bees as I can. I'm gonna do this quite frequently, with the goal being, we could make more beehives, by the way, like, rather than just using these two. We'll work it out. So, let's now make, using some of these logs, a campfire. We'll make 2 campfires. I think you should sleep because bees won't go out during rain thunder. Yeah, it seems to have done the job. So now by putting a campfire under this, we keep the bees sedated, right? They don't get mad with us for whatever reason. It doesn't cook the honey, as fun of an idea as that is to imagine. But hopefully it does the next best thing. So we're going to make a... Oh, hello, spider. I should get Bane of Arthropods for you and the bees. So as you can see, they've got the campfire under it. It doesn't do it. We can smoke, you know, smoke all the bees we want, but it doesn't matter until they do the pollination they're meant to. So having plenty of flowers around is an important part of that. What is the rest part of that? I don't even know. So in the meantime, we're going to do a little bit of terrain flattening, I think. I think this is fine to be on this layer. But everything after this point, we should just have to be flat like this. We've got plenty of dirt and not plenty of reasons to use it necessarily. So let's make sure that we do. Let's patch in the hole by way over patching in the hole. You know, if you can't patch in your creeper holes, you shouldn't play Minecraft. But sometimes you can do an even better job than the game wants you to do. And you can show that you're an excellent example of a human being. Smoke bees every day. I smoke bees all day, every day, let me tell you. So there's more sugarcane here, which is unexpected. Not really much I can do with that. But I like the I like the enthusiasm from the game. And yeah, just like, as you can see, making your world a bit flatter always pays dividends in the long run, I find. Over here, we'll just do the same, like carve things in, make it more flat ground, more easy space to build on top of. Chop some of this down. And then probably we have to work out a way to that second one, like maybe make a ladder up. Yeah, that's a fun idea, right? We'll make a ladder up to the beehive. So we'll place dirt, or we'll just, you know, maybe make trees go over to here. Make a crafting table at the bottom. And make a bunch of ladders for the left side of this. Oh, that doesn't work because of this. Make a bunch of ladders, including chopping down one of the leaves. The ladders go on this side, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we just have to chop down this one piece of log. And then from here, we can do what we want with the bees. So we'll put this down 1 block. Does it have to be like that, maybe? And, yeah, nice. Easy stuff. We sit here and we politely wait for bees. We will, of course, place down some fun flowers here and there. A allium and a lily of the valley and all the good stuff. But everything else is all just about maximizing the bees we get. There's not much we can do otherwise. Also, howdy y'all, says Caitlin Smith. It's good to see you, Caitlin. How are you doing today? I'm doing wonderfully. Or well, take damage since catching fire is no longer a thing. Yeah, that is one of the understated benefits, I guess. I really do like that the bees aren't burning to death. Because that was a thing that definitely got me. Also, I want cherries in Minecraft because it would make the cherry biome actually useful. I've been thinking about this recently, about how, like, the, you know, what are they called? The sweet berries don't do anything and no one finds that exciting. But sugarcane could have done absolutely nothing and people would still love it, right? Or, like, I don't know, like, beetroot is seen as way less useful than carrots and potatoes, even though it sort of works in, like, a parallel way. There's all these interesting decisions happening. So yeah, this is my Iron X. It's going wonderfully, as you can see. But would it be nice if there was a way to just be a little bit faster, a bit more efficient? Wow, look how much more I appreciate the Diamond Axe now. Like, I genuinely recommend, like, cutting back in some things in life every now and then. Just so you appreciate, like, what you have when it returns. It's so much better when you come back to something sometimes. As I was saying with KMB when he came back from a little break. There are some things that just get so much better after a little break away from them. Because there are some things you don't... You know, like the whole people telling you, like, you don't appreciate what you have till you don't have it. Like, you know, there's so many things you take for granted. You don't even know what you're taking for granted necessarily. And that's part of a reason why taking a break can be fun. Because you see some... You know, there are things you take for granted that are so good that you don't know. There are things you take for granted that are real bad and you don't even know how bad they are. So you have a little break and you're like, oh, God. I was doing that every day. I was stressed every day beyond belief. I remember during the early pandemic when I, there was a, you know, like a phase of, I don't know, there was a phase where I was like, let's say very relaxed, like not working as hard on YouTube as I'd been grinding for like several years in a row. And I remember like, so many stomach problems I had, like went away for a bit. And I was like, it can't be the American food that's doing this, because it was just as I moved to America for the first time. It can't be American food that's doing this. So what is actually causing... Oh, no, not the... Okay, so I'm not going to chop down this tree, by the way. Is it fine that I... You know, it's fine. It's totally fine. Definitely got to not mess up the bees, though. A honey block is such a weird requirement. I think I might be better off, like, trying to... Okay, there we go. So these guys will now give me some honey, and that's my first one going to be complete. So as you can see, 6 glass, 6 bottles... 6 honey soon. Or we could start eating it. So 1 honey. Okay, there we go. Are they mad at me? No, they're not. As soon as they come out again, you're going to make sure we get them. It's going to be great. So place this yellow flower down. And we're going to use Lily of the Valleys to breed them. As soon as we find bees, we will breed them. And we just need 3 more bottles. And we'll be great. It's like when you're ill, you don't realize how ill you feel till you're better. And Shader's now in Bedrock. I should go on breaks more, maybe. Yeah, thank you for doing that with your break. Very appreciated. Clearly that's what needs to happen. Also, just for the curiosity of the person who said that you could get in a boat at the edge of the border, that is how it works on Java. It's obviously not going to work on Bedrock. But just for curiosity, I want to know if we make a boat, which we can do in the easier way. Oh, we can't. Wait a minute. I think I've spotted something interesting. Do you want to see something fun about this, chat? Look at the boat recipe. Look at the boat recipe. Take a look at it. Stare at the recipe for the boat and tell me something about this. What are you going to do to me, Why are you doing this to me? We finally got over that, so I can place the boat down. Actually, wait, is this going to work? So I'll place the boat down, and then I'll get some water, flow the water towards me. Yeah, that's my idea. So while we wait for our bees to make honey, oh, we got a second honey going. We're also going to keep breeding bees. These are, the more bees we have, the better life is a good rule in general. But yeah, we got a second honey bottle already. Okay, are they mad at me? They're not mad at me. They're very calm. That's great. Okay, that's 2 honey bottles, 2 down, 2 to go. The boat recipe makes sense though, unlike Mojang. Chat, let's have a big debate right now. Which boat recipe's better? The one with the shovel or the one without the shovel? Do you want to have to use shovels or do you not want to have to use shovels? Let me know right now. Go. It's a battle royale. Oh, I did not want to do that. Why would you assume I wanted that? Okay, so we're going to grab some water and we're going to try and push the boat over the boundary. I think we can do that. So the boat is currently over here. And we're going to surround it on all sides by planks. Such that there is no way out, right? Like it literally won't be able to leave. And so now when we put the boat down and the water down. Okay, so we move the water over there. The water is still flowing on the other side, which means... Okay, this is something. I don't know what the something is, but it's something. Okay, and then we're going to get out of the boat. And it's going to... I want to get it in such a situation where it can't let me out on this side. Maybe like pistons? Yeah, if we set up pistons, I bet we could push ourselves through it. I'm gonna do some fun stuff with that, I bet. Because the border definitely is very permeable. Like, things can move through it partially. There's just a wall that stops me from going much further. Okay, so clearly without shovel is better. However, with shovel makes more sense. I want to use a dispenser with my boat to make a motorboat. That's a fun idea. I like it. So, yeah, the second, we've got another bee honey. I was worried this would take forever, but thankfully it seems to be moving along nicely. Meaning just one more. Oh, I guess because high tick speed, we don't have to wait forever, which is nice. Ooh, because the boat has 2 oars, you actually need 2 shovels in the crafting recipe. The argument was they karate chop it in half, or rather use the saw to cut it in half, which you could argue makes some sense. Also, look, the water's coming round through the border and onto the other side. So weird how Minecraft works, right? Oh, we got it sideways. That's kind of what we want here. I want to... Okay, so now it can't summon me. Oh, it knows when you get over the border, chat. Do you see that? It noticed I was over the border and put me home. That is sneaky. Look at that. That is really sneaky. Or maybe I'm being sneaky. Maybe it's just being quite reasonable given the circumstances. But yeah, this means this map was developed in 1.19 and only released after 1.20. It's a real shame the way the marketplace maps do that. Like, it's understandable, but it also leads to like all sorts of weird edge cases. It means you can play 1.18 again if you want to. Only on marketplace maps though. Or 1. Whatever you want to. So yeah, we just sit here and we stare until the honey goes. I guess we might as well go into the Nether. Oh, there's a wandering trader. Okay, what's he gonna trade? Is he? Can we trade with him from here? Come on, come on! I want to. I really want to. What's he got to trade? I bet it's good. But yeah, let's go to the Nether and let's just mine until we get what we need. Or at least let's mine a bunch of Nether quartz. I don't necessarily know about all of it, but let's have like a ton. How did a spider get here? Oh, there goes my sword. I would like to know how the spider got here, but it's okay that I don't. So any nether quartz piles we find, we're just going to kind of go for, unless there's a ghast in the way, in which case I might not. I might just kind of avoid that whole thing. Nice and easy. Okay, so no one can see me. I'm 100% safe in this hole. There's a lot of lag happening right now. Are you okay, internet? Can you see me? Is this a map issue or a stream issue? So, oh yeah, that was very weird, right? Very, very, very weird. But yeah, you can see the XP rate is great. Yeah, the XP rate is great. But also, the lag is working out in my favor, allowing me to do weird things like that. Now I'm going to do the most recommended technique in the world. So, get this right. The block I have the most of right now is oak logs. Is using oak a smart idea? No, it is not. But I do happen to know that crafting tables can't burn. So we can do something really silly, internet. And we can make a little bit of a crafting table ladder to get up there. Or a staircase, maybe, I guess we might call it. So we'll use oak logs for the... Oh, not oak logs, but oak planks for the bottom half. And crafting tables for the main bit. And if the planks burn away, that's the planks' problems, not my problem. And we're also going to eat food, because food is good. Oh, am I out of food again? Okay, we'll eat the 3 apples we got. That's fine. So get attacks. It's annoying that bees take damage from berry bushes and bedrock. I think the list of features that are annoying because they are different for no reason is surprisingly large. Yeah, look at this. See, I am absolutely genius, internet. It's a little bit... I feel like this is a controller moment. See, this is one of those things that's like just a bit easier to do with like bumpers and... See, just a little bit smoother than using a scroll wheel each time. Oh, no, that's not right. It's just a little bit smoother. A little bit easier to line these movements up, in my opinion. Oh, no! Well, I mean, I lied. I lied. It clearly cannot be true if that's what happens next. So, yeah, just bear in mind, if I do that fall again, it is hardcore, and so that will be the end. Can you imagine such an undramatic ending to everything? So I'll go a little bit slower this time. They can't burn, but they can catch fire. Yeah, that sounds about right. So we'll just hope they don't catch fire. That's the plan. That's my genius idea. If they don't catch fire, I don't have a problem. So, yeah, I'm now going to get out of here. Your armor's about to break. Yeah, having more gold armor feels like a good idea. Let's go to one of my crafting tables. You know, I'm going to need to craft a new one. Let's just do it. Let's go to a crafting table. Let's make some boots. Just so I don't get swarmed by piglins when that happens. And I need some foods. We'll eat some honey bottles. I don't think I need those for any reason, right? But let's see what's up here. I bet there's something fun. We'll make sure we crouch on the way up, obviously. Just in case. And we'll also make sure we get any easy... I think finding all the... Oh, it's scary. Finding all the nether quartz is just a good thing to do while we're looking for experience on this sort of a level. So do you see it? Oh, look at that. Look at that pile over there. This is perfect. I knew coming up here would be a good idea. I just knew it, chat. It's so tall, this part of the nether. Like, it's because it's so... I think it's weird because in the overworld, even though you know the world is so tall, it's tall in the way that you can build there if you want to. But the nether is just all terrain. It's like absolutely crazy in that way. What would you do if a box with a button arrived at your door and every time you pushed the button, a piece of cheese appeared in the box? What you do, right, is you immediately outsource the pressing of that button and you spam hit it as many times as you can to the point where your life is overflowing with cheese. Then you start selling that cheese and trying to get subsidies from the government for the dairy industry that you're bringing to the country. Then you turn the box into a tourist attraction, trying to get as many people as possible from around the world to come specifically to see the cheese. And then you set up like a premium option in the store where you're like, well, it was nice to see the button, but you know, if you were to pay $100 right now, you could press the magical button. The closest thing science has found to magic, you can press for the low price of just $100. And so, you know, enough people start doing that. Then what you start doing is you start, you know, testing the limits here. Will it turn other things into cheese? I think I would have been dead, if that ghast was just a bit more accurate. Or rather, I don't think he fired the bullet at all, so I'd be dead if the ghast was just a bit more perseverant in deciding to attack me. Oh, there it is. Never mind. I guess he does care. So I don't know. It's scary. It's real scary. It's real scary. Real scary. So we'll just place a few crafting tables here to remind me of where I am. Crafting table over there and that. As well as over here. As well as over here. Maybe a couple down from there. Just, you know, enough crafting tables that I see exactly where I've got to go. And this is the perfect... Oh, God, there's a hoglin. Oh, dear God. Let's go back to the overworld where it's safe, huh? I like it in the overworld where it's safe. Except when it's... Oh, perfect. It's nice over here. So it's weird that the nether portal spawns me up there, but other things spawn me, like, in my bed. But I'm not going to complain too much. Instead, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to wait. There's not much I can do otherwise. How good quality is the cheese, though? Is it tasty Parmesan or a plastic American cheese? Yeah, American cheese. I go to America once, and cheese not taste like cheese. It tastes like cardboard. They say all about texture. I say, what do you mean? Food is both texture and flavor. You know, this is not Russian accent. Very mad. It's blended cheddar, says ibxtoycat. Try making a smithing table and see if you need a template. Oh, yeah, I won't need a template, KMB. I won't. I was thinking this whole time, like, what am I going to do? Of course I'm not going to need a template, because they haven't updated to 1.20. Heck yeah. That is my life sorted. So, yeah, this chest is a mess. I don't know if there's a way to deal with that, to be totally honest. But I would like to, because it's causing me problems. I am going to go harvest my farms, partially because I need food. In fact, entirely because I need food. And because of the fact that all foods are basically, like, no food gives you really decent saturation bonuses, because they're trying to make it harder, core. We don't even really need to worry about, because there's no real saturation bonus. We can just eat some melons or carrots, and then make some bread later. The higher value of bread has no value to me, as it so turns out. So, yeah, let's, that's wheat too. So, carrots, 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 all the way across. And, yeah, now we've got some... Come on, game. Come on, you just... Let me play it in there. So we got 6 carrots to eat as a little snack to start us off. And then we'll move on to wheat for the main course. What a lovely, blessed day this is. I was hoping to eat some melons, but it looks like they won't be ready in time, which is just fine. Oh, no, they're melon. I don't know why I said that. So, yeah, melons, I think, are going to be just fine food for this, because we just need a large amount. We don't care what it is. And also, honey has come in. Okay, it's happening now, chat. Honey block obtained. Yeah, liquid gold. Survive 1 minute underwater. So it's politely telling me to make a... Okay, so it is politely telling me to make a... What's it called? Water-breathing potion, right? Which means I have to go fishing for a pufferfish. I want to beat the game, though. So I want to beat that system. I'm going to do something clever, hopefully. So first things first, what are you selling? Nothing of value. Okay, thank you for the offer. I'm gonna test. I like to break the rules, chat. That is my thing that I like to do. And so let's see what we can do with that right here. My thinking is that maybe we can take advantage of being like, are we underwater right now? Yes, we are. Okay, chat. I worked it out. I got it. Oh no. Okay, so I can't eat while I'm here. Sadly, I'd like to, but I cannot. So, clever, I think, right? So, how's the weather? Going good? Hope it's going good. Doing this challenge the Toycat way. Look, I am underwater right now. Look how much of my body is underwater. The majority of me is underwater right now. And so I am surviving underwater. I mean, they didn't say it had to be hard. They didn't say I had to be choking to death. That'd be rude. That'd be real rude. Also, in real life, you can totally hold your breath for a minute. It's ridiculous in Minecraft. You have 10 seconds, then you're like, I'm just gonna start breathing in water. Like, what is that all about? It's ridiculous. Not okay. Don't agree with it. So with that said, we are now 1 minute survived underwater. So we have to find a sponge now, which that's only found in an ocean monument, right? And I think actually, yeah, there was an ocean monument in the cave earlier. Do you think that's what it wants me to do? I mean, I'm down. I'm down if you're down, game. So yeah, we're gonna eat a lot of, we're gonna be going for a lot of melons, I imagine. I think these honeycomb blocks, or these honey bottles, are actually gonna be worth getting even though we don't need them. Because being able to heal poison and be a decent food, it just seems like a good combination. An ocean monument in the cave, says that chicken. Oh, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever that there's an ocean monument in the cave. I'm not saying like, oh yeah, there was this really obvious logical thing earlier. Oh, okay. But if I'm not mistaken, I think I saw it. Am I mistaken? Yeah, this is ocean down here. As you can see, perfectly logical ocean. Nothing wrong with what we're looking at so far. And then if we go down even further. Oh no, there's no ocean monument in this cave. I imagined that detail. It's so dark in here. But also, yeah, look how much the world has expanded. So there is the ocean monument. How am I going to get a sponge? Chat, what's the plan? How do I go into the ocean monument without going into the ocean monument? How do you find a sponge otherwise? You can trade for it from a wandering trader, but there's no village for me. Also, good night, Cat. Thank you for staying with me for so long. I hope you're doing wonderfully. Nether quests. So, can you find sponges in the Nether? Yeah, I have no idea. How am I going to find a sponge? Where would you expect to find one of these even? So I'm going to go down into even further into the cave. I'm going to keep looking on all the sides just in case maybe there's multiple ocean monuments around here. I don't know what I'm meant to be expecting, honestly. This is the... See, you don't realize how weird the cave is until the border expands and it makes less and less and less and less and less sense. But let's just kill you. No, there's a whole dark section over there. We'll get the creeper to explode and just kill everyone. As always, one of the best ways to do basically anything. Oh no! No, 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 no! Oh, okay. Anyway, the good news is that I forgot about how bad the mobs were, and I forgot to make armor. Despite being 4 hours almost into a world, I was going with just gold boots on hard difficulty with melon slices as a food, and I messed around, and I found out why that's a bad idea, I think. Ah. So yeah, as you can see, it is game over now. It made the noise, and if I want to go look at the map, I am not able to. I gotta just go look at downloads, apparently. So yeah, that was a surprisingly fun time. I think I might be able to rejoin and look around the world or something like that. In fact, I'm curious. Yeah, let's hop into creative, right? Creative. Oh, you can't. The game has one of those, like, okay, so we have to turn off commands, I think is what that is. Command blocks enabled, and if you turn off the command blocks, now we can set it to creative. Nope, it's still set into adventure. The game is like, no, we don't care what you think. Go do it anyway. So that was Captive Survival. It was a lot of fun. I wish I'd have just been like, okay, this is the end logically, rather than dying. But never get emotionally attached to a toy cat world. That's a life lesson right there for Carlisle Victor. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed today's live stream. I had things I had to do a couple of hours ago. I might have gone far too deep into this and did it instead. So if you enjoyed, I'd appreciate a like or a subscribe to say that this wasn't wasted time. If you want to become a channel member or tip or any of the other things, I'd appreciate it. And yeah, I am looking forward to seeing your reaction to the Ultimate Guide, which is coming out soon. It will be, we're going to be covering separate segments of Minecraft, so it'll either be the Nether or Brewing first. Obviously, we've already done mining and enchantments. It'll be a lot of fun, so looking forward to seeing you soon. Goodbye. Oh, I thought I wasn't recording, but I was streaming. I was so scared. I was like, did I just spend 3 hours talking to myself? Did I imagine the chat? What if I did? What if you imagined this? How can you be sure that I'm real or that you're really watching YouTube right now and not staring blankly at a black screen? Consider that.